Hi everyone, welcome into Greenwood Baseball. Tonight the Greenwood Eagles have traveled up to Greenville to take on the Greenville Red Raiders. And TJ, we got quite the matchup here with a lot of implications on the line. Huge implications for region championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Preseason favorites, two really good ball clubs. Fortunate for Greenville on their side, they're two home games. Greenwood gets the one home game, but we'll see. We got number ones going tonight, so somebody's got to hit the baseball.
Got quite the matching or the pitching matchup, as you alluded to, is Taylor Rabe against Matt Murray, the aces for both teams. And I tell you, we're going to test our stamina the next 3 days. We feel like we're part of the Major League Baseball production crew. We play here today at Greenwood tomorrow and back up here on Thursday, as we did change the schedule to accommodate the impending weather that's on its way this weekend. Bringing J.R. Stone. JR's up here with us as well. JR, you taking in the Eagles games this year, and so far the Eagles have been impressive. A slight hiccup on Friday night, but what must the Eagles do to be successful here tonight? Yeah, I think that's critical. You mentioned hitting early in the count against Taylor Rabe. He's a young man that seen him pitch before. Got really good control. He has a couple pitches. He sets on that 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball, and then he complements it with an all-speed pitch. TJ, I agree. I think you got to hit early in the count, or look to hit early in the count tonight, and play clean defensively, just like JR said.
Yeah, absolutely. Try to keep it low scoring early. Try to get his pitch count up, but see if Matt Murray can match his outings previous.
Well, we're here on the campus of Greenville High School, directly across the street from Ford Field. A lot of baseball in the area. This is a neat little place, and if you spend any time in downtown Greenville, we're just steps away from downtown Greenville. Greenwood will be in their all-black uniforms tonight, black pants, black tops. And Greenville looks like they're in their traditional red tops, white pants, and the crowd's starting to file in for this 6:30 first pitch. We'll step away for just a moment. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. It's Murray versus Rabe tonight, Greenwood, Greenville, in a key Region 1 4A matchup. Back on the campus of Greenville High School, what you see in the outfield is the actual school that sits outside of left center field and right center field. A little different configuration in this ballpark. The ball travels well to left field with, you see the red brick wall, or not brick wall, but block wall. And then it also travels pretty good, TJ, out there to left center field, even though it says 340. I've seen a couple balls get out of there pretty easily as well. Haven't seen as many balls leave right center or right field, but Just a kind of odd configuration. The outfield kind of comes to a point there in center field at that 370 mark. But played here many times with Greenwood High School and with travel baseball, as they use this facility a good bit. You can see
Greenville's coaching staff do some travel ball work they did for the Southern Athletics, so good field to be playing on when they have these big upstate tournaments.
Good turf. You can see Blue out there meeting with the home or the managers or the coaches for both teams. And we're not too far away from baseball. We appreciate you being with us. Greenville coming in with an 11-game winning streak. They're 12-1, and they are undefeated in the region. They have Berea and Easley left. Greenwood comes in at 10-2 after we had a chance to win 11 straight on Friday night.
10-3.
10-3, that's right. 10-3. We broke our 10-game winning streak on Friday night in a tough one. Greenwood just ran into a hot West Side team. And tonight you got to kind of put that in the rear view mirror and move on. And I know Coach Baker has his team ready to play this evening.
All black today. Coach OG was told it was gray, so he's a little ticked off that he didn't wear his black tonight. So
yeah, OG's not really happy. He was raising Cain a minute ago about being told to wear black, and to wear gray, and he's got his gray on, and then teams wear black, and he's not happy, but he's pulling through.
Coach is not shy to air his frustration, and he was frustrated tonight. Really good crowd trickling in here at Greenville High School. PBR's in the house. They're directly beneath us here up behind home plate. Greg Murray with us as well.
The Murrays are a staple of Greenwood High, similar to the Godwins. They've had so many kids run through
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely.
No national anthem before this game, as they piggybacked off the softball national anthem early. So it'll be straight into baseball in just a few minutes.
Yeah, you're right, TJ. As I walked in, everybody was paused for the singing of the national anthem. I thought maybe I was a little late as I got here right at 6 o'clock, but then they explained it was for the softball game behind us. And we don't want to interrupt their game, so their coach came up and said that we're going straight to the lineups and straight to playing baseball. Should be a good one, man. It's a pitching matchup we've been looking forward to. Two of the better pitchers in the region. Taylor Abe is an Ole Miss commit. And anytime you start talking to Power 5 commits on the mound, you know they have good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't be looked at by an SEC Power 5 school the way we talked about earlier on the podcast if you weren't doing something right. So they expect big things out of him, and Greenwood's going to have to expect them too.
Interesting, we're setting up on the top of the bleachers, a little breezy up here, and looking out to see the flag, and the wind is blowing out tonight.
Yeah, I feel a strong breeze behind my headphones here. I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast, but
should be a good matchup, much anticipated matchup, as the homestanding
Matt Murray hit one out of here last time.
He did. Matt hit one out of here, and I remember last year we set up in the outfield, and
you had to rush in.
Yeah, Lowndes took the line drive up here.
Yeah.
When he was pitching, and that's always scary anyway.
Yeah.
But that was scary for a few minutes. All right, let's get to the starting lineups.
Athletic Director Steve Scalamero and all the Greenville High Red Raider family. We'd like to welcome you to historic Grover Reed Field at Greenville High School. Tonight, the Greenville Red Raiders will take on the Eagles from Greenwood. Let's give a Red Raider welcome to tonight's starting lineups. First, from the visiting Eagles. Leading off, number 7, Matt Murray. Batting second, Noah Wallace. In center field, number 5, Braden Renfro. In left field, number 8, Cameron Barnhart. At first base, number 25, Jackson Turpin. At second, number 13, Rivers Moore. At short, number 10, Jose DeBrunt. And at third, number 4, Rush Shepard. And your battery for this game, starting at catcher, number 14, Mac Dulcie. And on the bump, number 15, Taylor Rave. The Red Raiders are coached by Joey Galinsky, Rico Booker, Drew Elliott, Kevin Childs, and the best manager in the state of South Carolina, Mr. Adam Sheriff.
Well, there you go, the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Get a nice little look at the starting pitcher for the Red Raiders, Taylor Rave. Big old drink of water there, TJ.
He is. Been doing it for a while, so he's very good mechanics, very good with what's going to go on the mound. I imagine he starts off and works into the 90s. See how Greenwood handles fastball early, but it's going to be a tough task.
It'll be a tall order, but should be when you play quality competition, and that's the advantage of. We saw it a lot last year playing in our region. We get to see these quality pitchers. And Mr. Rabe is no exception to that.
Remember to go by the left side of the stands and wish Mr. Derek Wallace
You know,
a happy 50th
you're going to have to figure out how to beat somebody like him if you plan on winning a state championship, because this man right here may be in your way on the way to the state championship. So
Got the
you got
radar
to start
gun
tonight.
Got the radar gun out below us. Maybe Matt or Greg Murray can tell us what he's hitting. I can't see that far.
Lose control, our body and soul. Don't move too fast, we'll just take it slow. Don't get ahead, just jump into it. Y'all hear about it?
Where's the radar gun, Jim? I don't even see him.
Right
Okay,
here,
I got
PBR
you.
guy. I think Greg sees it. He wants to go give us some velo numbers, Greg. Greg, give us some velo numbers there. All right, we're almost ready for the first pitch. It'll be Murray, Steele, and Aiken, 1, 2, and 3 for the Greenwood Eagles to get us started in this all-important region matchup tonight. 12-1 Red Raiders against the 10-3 Eagles. Rabe works from the stretch. First pitch, fastball hit over in left field for a base hit. That looked very familiar to last year. We greeted Mavis Graves in much the same way.
Absolutely. Man, what a refreshing sight to see a fastball versus all them curveballs we was seeing.
Matt Murray's definitely up for the challenge as he sees the fastball 1-0 and just slams it in left field.
Yeah,
he's ready to play ball.
You can't wait around on this guy.
Brings up Landon Steele. His first look at the big righty. Fastball away, ball 1. Landon had a little bit of trouble putting the bunt down last week. Let's see if he'll be called upon to bunt. Could be a tall ask with that velo, but
yeah, Rush Shepard over at third is coming off of Tommy John.
yeah, he's playing on the grass too. He's expecting a bunt.
I mean, their scouting report will tell you how fast Steele is. I mean, anything down is going to get Murray to second base.
And you gotta get a good jump, gotta get a good lead, because with the velo that's coming, you know, it's getting there faster than we've been seeing.
Next pitch just sliced out of play. Steele was late on the fastball.
All right, now that's over in my Jeep area. He's gonna have to cut that out.
As that one was up toward 90 mile an hour. Still trying to get acclimated. Murray takes his lead off first. We'll set the Red Raiders defensively here in just a moment. Rabe, very methodical, delivers the 1-1 pitch, misses outside. 2-1 count. It's Rabe on the mound, Dawsey behind the plate. You got Turpin at first, Moore at second, Dubront at short, Shepard at third, and in the outfield, Barnhart, Renfro, and Wallace.
Got a really petite umpire.
I was thinking the same thing a minute ago, TJ. He's a very tiny guy. He's getting way in behind that catcher.
Swung on and missed by Steele. 2-2 count.
He's on that lean meal plan like the Steels.
He looks stacked with all that equipment, and he looks like he's ripped.
2-2 runner at first after leadoff single from Matt Murray. Probably a healthy curveball here. This one sliced into the backstop. Still stays alive on a low inside fastball.
I think he hit 91 right there, Jim.
Rabe, very methodical. He'll hit the low 90s. Young sophomores. We got 3 sophomores in the lineup. I don't know if they're used to this velo. On the move is Murray. He still watches a high curveball and ends safely at second with a stolen base. Good jump by Matt Murray. Like what I saw out of that catcher from our end.
3-2.
As he dribbled the ball down to second. So got a payoff pitch awaiting still with TJ Aiken on deck. I'll do it every time.
Big hole on the right side here. Second base covering on Murray.
Payoffs downstairs. Good job by Landon. He got behind in the count, worked it back for a walk. And I'll put TJ Aiken at the plate. Runners at first and second. All kind of possibilities now for the Greenwood Eagles.
Yeah, another opportunity for a bunt right here with the left-hander.
I'd really like to see a bunt down the third base line, or even a drag bunt down the first base line would be great right now. Get them both over.
Down the first base line would be excelente. I don't think they would get TJ. First pitch to him is slap foul into the backstop.
Going after that first pitch fastball.
I like the approach from the Eagles early. Look for Rabe to mix in more off speed as he progresses.
And he threw a ball on that off speed while ago, so if he keeps throwing balls, you get to sit on that fastball.
I think you're right, TJ. He missed a minute ago and lost a little confidence. He even gave a glaze into the dugout after he missed that pitch there in the last at bat.
Yeah.
Matt Murray greeted him rudely with a leadoff single on the first pitch he saw.
Rudely?
Runners at first and second, a single and a walk. Here's the 1-1 to Aiken. Curveball misses downstairs.
That's good for us, man. You know, you're sitting on the fastball 100% right now.
Wind definitely blowing out this afternoon.
Yeah.
It is. Could be I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring affair, but we could score some runs here tonight. TJ swings through a fastball, evens the count at 2-2.
He's done a good job of getting the fastball in on the hands of the lefties there for swing and misses so far.
Yeah, so they're way up on the plate. They're taking away that outside corner for sure.
So a 2-2 count. Here it is. Downstairs. So it goes to full count. A walk here would mean bases loaded. There are no outs. TJ just needs to go ahead and smack one off the backside of the school there.
Yeah, just get the ball in play on the right side. Get those runners over.
Here's the payoff pitch. Foul back. Good job by Aiken. Just underway, Greenville, South Carolina, the first of 3 in 3 consecutive days with the Red Raiders.
Jim, this season's gone by quick.
It has,
We're already into the second to last region game series of the year.
Time flies when you're having fun, man.
We do have some non-region matchups. Another payoff. I got him to chase a high fastball, and Rabe records his first strikeout, and You want TJ hitting there, but it'd also be nice to mix in a little small ball.
Bring up ET.
Now, Elijah Tiller had a night to remember on Thursday night up at Westside. See what he can do with Rabe. Sees a curveball in there for strike one.
And you know, a right-handed batter may have helped him guide that ball he kept missing out in the right-hander's batter's box to those left-handers on that off-speed pitch.
Rabe looks like a kid that can get very comfortable out there. We need to take advantage of this early. Curveball, strike two.
I'm just looking back at that last at bat thinking we should have bunted the ball there, but, you know, we get a big hit right here. We'll see what happens.
0-2 count on Tiller. Think he'll try to get him to fish on a fastball, or will he stay with the curveball?
High and outside, I would go.
Curveball hit sharply to short, fielded on a couple of hops to flip to the second baseman, over to first, and that is a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. And the leadoff hit and the walk does not come back to hurt the Red Raiders. We played a half an inning from Greenville High School with your score, Greenwood 0, Greenville coming to bat. Back with you from Greenville High School. The Eagles threaten, but they leave two men on after the 6-4-3 double play. Matt Murray's on the mound for the Eagles tonight. He'll face 1, 2, and 3 in that Red Raider lineup. It'll be Moore, the second baseman, Renfro, the center fielder, and Barnhart, the left fielder. And if anyone gets on base, it'll be the first baseman, Turpin, here in the bottom of the first. So a promising inning there, guys. It just didn't manifest itself the way we wanted it to. Tell Tracy Erickson, hey, everybody.
She sends her love.
See if the Eagles can put up a 0 as well on the Red Raiders. A lot of wind tonight. I know we keep going back to that, but it's getting breezier and breezier, it seems.
Sure is. More and more wind blowing out.
Good home crowd here for the Red Raiders. Greenville County had their spring break last week, so they're back in school.
Leading off, bottom of the first, number 13, Rivers Moore.
Moore steps in from that right side. Murray doesn't waste any time. Here we go. First pitch is hit out toward third, deep short in the 6-hole. Won't be playable there for Luke Godwin. He got there, but that's just a well-placed ball.
Both teams get the leadoff runner on balls hit to left.
Patrick made an attempt at it, just too far to his left. Bring up Braden Renfro, the center fielder.
Renfro's a really good ball player.
Yeah, he's got good speed. Let's see what they decide to do. This one's hit out toward left, could be trouble. Get past Reed Guy out there off the cinder block, And that is a double. So an infield single and a double. Red Raiders have runners at second and third, no outs.
They're thinking the same thing we were thinking, jumping on that first pitch and just riding it where it's at. Good piece of hitting right there.
Yeah.
This will bring up the left fielder, Barnhart.
Up to bat, number 8, Cameron Barnhart.
2 pitches, 2 hits. Single and a double here. See if Matt Murray can work out of this jam.
He works from the stretch, delivers. Curveball downstairs. Turpin, the first baseman, on deck.
A lot of action out here tonight. Softball going on in the backdrop.
This was fouled back into the backstop. Evens the count at 1-1.
Boy, that almost got that phone sitting up behind the.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It was really
That
close
was
to that
real
phone.
close. And I believe, I don't know, is that phone on the other side?
That
of the
would have
fence?
got our glass at home, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Here's the next pitch. Curveball fouled off. Matt doesn't waste any time, guys. So
Well, he done a good job
Get in and out.
of changing up. You know, now he's got the opportunity to mix in another off-speed pitch or go to a fastball, try to slow his bat down there with 2 pitches.
here's the 1-2.
There it is.
Good 1-2 pitch. Tried to elevate a fastball. Barnhart would not chase.
Nice pitch right there. Matt wanted it.
2-2. Matt peers in. No outs. Eagles looking for the first out in the bottom of the first. No score. Here it is. Curveball.
pitch.
Fooled him.
Good pitch by Murray right there.
Wow.
Good job by Matt Murray bouncing back.
He definitely fooled him.
So that's a big first out to bring up
Jackson Turpin.
Jackson Turpin, the first baseman, in that cleanup spot.
Yeah.
See if Matt can strike out a couple more here. First pitch to Turpin, curveball just missed low and away.
That was pretty close right there.
Murray with a lot of experience on that mound for the Eagles. Fastball dots the outside corner. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Got some fans out there sitting on their vehicle out in left center.
Here's the 1-1. This one's lifted out toward right. It's deep. It's got TJ Aiken on his horse. The wind pushes it over his head. 2 runs will score. That's the second double of the inning. And just like that, the Red Raiders lead 2-0 off a ball that I think kind of got in that jet stream we've been talking about. Looked pretty innocent off the bat, but TJ, that ball just kept carrying.
Man, yeah, it looked like he was going to run it down. I'm not sure if the ball just was pushing farther than we could see, but it pushed right over his head.
Taylor Rave.
So Taylor Rave, the starting pitcher, steps in the 5-hole. He's an opposing figure in the box as well.
Yeah, no, Greenville's doing to us what we've been doing to them.
Curveball hit out towards center. Jaden Adams on the move. This one gets by him as well. And that will be another double, the third double for the Red Raiders. They lead 3-0, and TJ's the win messing with the outfielders.
It is, man. You can see it. It's pushing really hard when it gets in the air.
So the third hit of the inning, interesting enough, all doubles.
Yeah, Elijah goes out for a mound visit. He's telling them to back up.
1 to left, 1 to right, and 1 to center field. They spread it around.
Yeah, you kind of, Jaden plays a shallow center field. This is a big field.
Up to bat, number 4, Rush Shepard.
Rush Shepard, the third baseman, steps in. Still only 1 out, 3 runs in for the Red Raiders. A lot of baseball left, however. Rave takes his lead off second. First pitch is outside to Shepard.
We knew coming into this game it was going to be a hostile environment with a good hitting team and the guy on the bump, but I feel like we're going to right the ship and get where we need to be.
Nice curveball that time by Murray. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. We just need to settle in. You don't want to get too far behind with Rabe out there. I know that 3-0 lead probably feels like 6-0 for the Red Raiders.
It sure does right now, for sure.
One pitch, curveball. Had Shepard chasing upstairs. 1-2 count. Murray with 1 strikeout, but they have touched him up for 3 doubles. Just missed outside. Pretty good pitch that time from Matt.
Very good spot by Matt right there.
Count goes to, I believe it's 2-2.
Scoreboard's kind of old school. It's really horrible to see.
Yeah.
They're not keep.
I can see the girls softball one better than I can see the baseball one.
Next pitch is downstairs, so we got a full count to the third baseman, Shepard, with Wallace, the right fielder, on deck. Murray glances at Rabe, comes to the plate, just missed upstairs, so 1 out walk. So TJ, not exactly what we wanted, how we wanted to start the ball game. Eagles get 2 runners on with nobody out, but could not follow that up with some consecutive hits.
Would have been
but Greenville did. Yeah.
Getting those runners over early with a bunt, playing smaller baseball with Taylor Rabe on the mound, and
just to feel a little pressure.
3-1 game right now with Elijah's hit up the middle with a score to run. Doesn't feel quite as bad as 3-0. It's a more.
It just was a big momentum shift, like you said. When we got the first 2 guys on, and if we get them over, that's continued momentum for Elijah. They're not going to pitch to Elijah. They're probably looking at,
number 11,
Yeah, I think you're right. Just a big momentum swing there in the heart of the Greenwood lineup. Get a strikeout, double play, and gave a lot of confidence to the Red Raiders. That's a good curveball from Matt Murray to start Wallace off with.
TJ's swinging a good bat. You feel like you take the bat out of somebody's hand when you make them bunt like that.
Sure.
But,
yeah.
Runner
on the move. This one, swing. Could be trouble. Jaden Adams is coming in. He'll make the catch, and this is going to be a double play.
It would have been a triple play.
It would have been a triple play. As Ray was on the move, both runners were on the move, and swing. Jaden Adams makes a good play and wisely throws to second for the putout, and that will end the frame for the Red Raiders. But they do pick up 3 runs on 3 doubles. We played 1 inning from Greenville High School with your score. Greenville 3, Greenwood 0. After 1 at Greenville High School, the Eagles have some work to do, and maybe that was a play that brought some of that momentum back to the Greenwood Eagles dugout.
Yeah, you ended on a double play, which could have been a triple play had we needed it, with the runners on base, with Jaden Adams' speed out in the outfield. And, it's a good job by him because Elijah had just went out there and asked him to back up, because the wind's blowing out so hard, but he made a really good play there. So could have been a little bigger inning had it not fell that way, but it's a 3-0 deficit for Greenwood here. We're going to try to make a comeback.
It's manageable right now. Greenwood will send Godwin, Wood, and Helms. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Helms is DHing tonight. think it's important that the Eagles show some life here.
Yes, absolutely.
Just scratch one run just to let them know that they're going to stick around.
You're going to have to keep base runners on base tonight to
Number 4, Luke
try to get him out of his rhythm. But he's on the mound for a reason. He's going to a good school for a reason. So we just going to have to work as hard as he does.
I'm in good spirits about this. I think that we're gonna hit this guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't scare me. I mean, he shows the ball early, high in the level, and I mean, if our guys just keep pace, I think we're gonna be fine.
Starts Godwin off with a fastball strike. Luke
That's
slaps
down.
it on the right in
There you
there.
go.
Ball's in front of the right fielder who's having to battle a little sun that in that part of the field. And
Yeah,
well, actually, all the outfielders are looking into the sun.
up
And
to bat, number 2,
that was a good solid hit from Luke Godwin.
lead off hit again. See if we can't get him over and get him in, cut this deficit.
Got to try to get him to second. We got to try to get him to scoring position. Put a little pressure on him right here.
Godwin takes his lead as Patrick Wood waits in the box. Rabe sends Godwin diving back into first base. 3-0 is your score. We play in the top of the second.
Greenwood hadn't played a lot of innings behind this, the last 2 games, other than early in the year down in Georgetown. But
Rabe to the plate. Nice fastball there. Patrick watches for strike one. Might be a good pitch to get Luke moving here. See if we can get him to second, then we'll bunt him over. Yeah, there he goes. This one is hit over toward third. Nice play by the third baseman. 5-3 put out.
good job being on the move there. Could have been a
hit and
double
run right
play.
there, wasn't it?
Yeah. That'll get a runner over in scoring position.
For the second time tonight, as the Eagles had a runner there in the top of the first, could not advance him. John Aiden Helms steps in.
John Aiden seems usually a good fastball hitter.
Shout out to Kevin Helms. See what John Aiden can do here.
Start him off with a curveball. Get
Nice.
a cheap strike.
Nice curveball from the big, tall, rangy kid. His release point's well out in front. Them long arms. Glances back at Godwin, comes to the plate, complements that curveball with a fastball strike. So John Aiden's down the hole 0-2.
Pretty good sequence of pitching right there. I mean, you lead off with that breaker, and then you come right back with a fastball outside corner. Looks like he's setting up outside again.
Here's the 0-2.
Down
Just
low, just
missed.
missed. Wow.
Great 0-2 pitch, and starting to see Rabe hit his locations a lot better than we saw in the first inning.
I'd look for something off speed, low and away here. Maybe.
Here's the 1-2.
Just like that.
Nasty curveball. And they complete the punch out for out number 2. They'll bring up Jaden Adams in the 8 hole tonight. Made the double play to end the bottom of the first.
Up to bat, number 8, Jaden Adams.
Jaden, the sophomore center fielder. Hits
There
this
it
one
is. That'll get a
into
run.
the gap in right center. That will score Luke Godwin. And the Eagles strike for a run. Good piece of hitting by Jaden Adams.
Just what we
And
needed.
We might not be seeing a lot more fastballs first pitch. We're keying on that pitch. Good game plan by Baker here, but we're really jumping on that first pitch, kind of like Greenville's doing to us.
Yeah.
Much needed. The Eagles do answer the 3-frame from the Red Raiders in the bottom of the first with one of their own here. Adams is now over at first with 2 outs for Ryan Stone.
Another hit and run.
Greenwood being aggressive. That ball was fouled back. So 3-1 ball game now. 2 outs. Eagles will flip their lineup. Be the second time through to C-Rave. If we can get Mr. Stone on. Here's the 0-1. Instead, the throw back to first. Greenville riding an 11-game winning streak into this contest tonight. Greenwood had a 10-game winning streak broken Friday night. So both of these teams have been playing good baseball. Nasty curveball bounces in front of the plate. Good job by the catcher that time.
Man, yeah, that was
blocking that one.
Definitely that keeps Jaden Adams off second base.
That was Dawsey.
Looking for a big hit from Stone right here. He's due.
So 1-1 count. See what Jaden does over at first. He's on the move. Fastball slap foul. So Stone's going to have to do it with 2 strikes.
Just keep fighting, Ryan.
Rabe comes set. Delivers. Curveball. Came across at eye level, so evens the count at 2-2. Big pitch here. You don't want to go 3-2 and allow the runner to get in motion. He is in motion, however. Curveball. Call strike 3. That one must have came across the inside of the plate. And Taylor Rabe gets a strikeout to end the top of the second. That's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. We played an inning and a half from Greenville High School. With your score, the Red Raiders 3, the Eagles 1. Back at Greenville High School, the Eagles trailed 3-1, but TJ, they answered with a run, and that was big, I thought, for Greenwood, just to show they're going to stick around for this contest.
And yeah, that was a huge run. As we've been hitting, we've scattered a few hits out, but just to let Greenville and the pitcher know that we're here to play.
Number 14, Matt Dawsey.
I think it told the whole crowd the same thing. Everybody kind of calmed down. Everybody's calming down and knowing that Greenwood's here to fight.
Let's see what we can do with 8, 9, and 1. Dawsey grounds one out to short. Playing it on the hop is Godwin, and still completes the punch out over at first for the 6-3 out. And yeah, I think you're right, JR. I think the crowd was very eager for the start of this game, and you survive that initial punch early and just kind of get into this ball game, hang around, and try to steal it late.
Because you know Matt Murray is a good pitcher, and he's going to settle in as he gets a quick out here. See if we can't navigate through the second half of their lineup before we get back to the top.
Jose DeBrunt steps in. He offers on a nasty curveball that was 2 feet over in the other batter's box.
Yeah, Matt's been really working on coming over the top more with that curveball. You can tell he's getting on top of it, and it's hard to see it coming
let you know being aggressive on looking for that first pitch fastball will get you a swing and a miss sometimes like that.
Just missed. Evens the count at 1-1.
A little overthrow there.
A little overthrow because he knew he threw that strike the previous pitch.
Makes it 2-1 to the 9-hole hitting shortstop. Nice pitch that time right there at the knees. Evens the count at 2-2.
Great job by Elijah. Not allowing that ball to go any lower and bringing it back up in the strike zone real quick.
I love the body language by Matt Murray here, knowing we're down on the road.
Nice
and
pitch.
He's just showing a lot of grit behind the nails right here.
Yes.
So big strikeout, his second in the ball game to go along with 1 walk, and Greenville's back to the top.
Up at number 13, Rivers Moore.
Rivers Moore, the starting second baseman, slapped one into the 6 hole. Luke got there but couldn't make a play. Had just enough to get by Patrick Wood over at third.
These guys batting on both teams now are putting balls in play. It's going to force who's ever calling pitches to really evaluate what they call each pitch now to try to get these batters off balance.
Pitch misses away. Nice curveball that time in there for a strike. So 1-1 count.
Both pitchers are going to have to throw their second and third pitch for strikes.
Matt misses that time with the curveball. So 2-1 count, 2 away. 3-1's your score. Red Raiders lead. This one just missed. Renfro's on deck. He's 1 for 1 with a double. He doubled to left field his last at bat. And that wind's picked up considerably here as we're talking. Fastball rides upstairs for ball 4. That's the second walk to go with 2 strikeouts for Matt. Now bring up Renfro. Renfro was aggressive his first at bat. And the wind's gusting as bad as I've seen it.
If I'm Luke, I'm getting deeper in the hole.
Oh, they had him.
That was close. He was
had him leaning a little bit.
Luke's back on the cut of the grass.
First pitch to Renfro's in there with the fastball. Had to be the upper part of the zone that time. That was a generous call from our home plate umpire.
We appreciate that call. That'll set up a good curveball there and later.
They throw over to Chase Moore back. He's over there, and he's on the move. Curveball upstairs to throw down. It's not in time to get the leadoff hitter. So he picked the perfect pitch to run on, the curveball.
We get that guy check swinging, you know, and then we're throwing 4 straight balls there. We've got to get that ball in there to that leadoff guy. Got to get him on the ground or something.
It's like he hurt himself a little bit sliding in the second out there. Coach walks out to take a look. Yeah, we get 2 quick outs, get back to the top, and kind of lose focus for a second. But
tell you boys, that sun's going down. It's getting a little chilly.
is it?
Yeah, well, TJ and I were smart enough to wear sleeves, JR. You got that.
He got that farmer's stand.
Sun's out, guns out, huh?
That gun's out, baby. Golfer's tan.
Take your hat off and see that white.
Oh,
head.
no, put it back on. Put it back on.
I actually wore it for about 5 holes, and my head got a little tingling this weekend. So
All right, back to live action, guys. 2 outs, runner at second. Curveball in, well, just missed. That was a 1-1 pitch. Now it's 2-1. Good speed at second, so a base hit could get that run back for the Red Raiders. This one swung on and fouled out of play.
We ain't getting
Renfro
that ball
just
back
missed
for a
it.
while.
Big pitch right here for Matt Murray and the Greenwood Eagles. You want to get out this inning unscathed as he peers in and gets the sign from Tiller. Here's the 2-2. Nasty curveball, just what the Eagles needed. They throw down to complete the putout, and Matt Murray navigates through the second inning without any damage. We played 2 complete from Greenville High School. Your score, Greenville 3, the Eagles 1. Three, 4-0 for the Red Raiders. 1-3-0 for the Eagles. Eagles back to the top of the lineup. And TJ, I think we're going to see a heavy dose of off-speed the second time through from Taylor Rave.
Yeah, I believe we're going to definitely get some mix in here to try and get some off-balance
Leading
swings.
off top of the third, number 7, Matt Murray.
Matt's 1 for 1. He singled his first at bat, first pitch of the ball game. In fact, 3 hits for the Eagles tonight. Luke Godwin's got 1. Jaden Adams has 1 as well. Eagles have struck out 3 times. Rave's first pitch, good curveball, just missed.
Must have been inside.
Very similar to the one Stone got punched out on his last at bat or in the last inning. Nasty curveball that time had Matt well out in front.
He has that almost looks like a split finger or something. He has a little bit of a looper curve, and then he has that tight breaker like you just saw right there. Not sure what all he throws.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball, did he offer? Did not.
Nobody getting any help. Home plate umpire must feel he got the call right.
2-1 count. We'll take it. Fastball that time on the outside corner, so pretty good pitch sequence by Rave here. 2-2 count to the leadoff batter as we play in the top of the third from a breezy Greenville High School. Nasty curveball that Luke gets some barrel on. Third baseman comes across, throws, and he is,
he is safe.
Called out. That's one of those plays you really would like the umpire to take just a split second to process it. And he went straight to the call. He kind of hesitated like he wasn't sure, but good hustle down the line by Matt Murray.
I can't wait to go back and watch that. I looked like the foot was down to me. But nevertheless, we got 1 out.
Landon walked his first at bat. First pitch is upstairs with the fastball to Steele.
We come into this game thinking runs would be a premium, and both teams kind of have slowly put base runners on, but we're kind of settling into what we expected type of game right here. So
fastball catches the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Got TJ Aiken on deck. Curveball in there for strike 2, so 1-2 count. Rabe looking for his 4th strikeout of the contest. Curveball that bit hard.
No
They're asking they're asking the first base. The umpire is on the first baseline. Did he offer?
Well, only other option is Coach Baker, so.
Don't understand that. That's the home plate umpire's got to call that one, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, defer to Coach Baker.
Yeah.
2-2 count now. Swung through a fastball. Strikeout number 4 for Taylor Rabe. That'll bring up T.J. Aiken.
Tough on the lefties as he can ride that fastball up and inside.
Number 5, T.J. Aiken.
We're going to have to settle in and try to go after that curveball too. Make him go back to the fastball. Oh.
First pitch is a curveball that
the umpire.
Gets away from the catcher and
Called it a strike.
Hit him right above the knee, I believe, and they're going to walk it out. TJ 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
I'm almost thinking they got crossed up there as the catcher missed that ball totally, hit the umpire. Still called it a strike, it looked like.
I bet he wish he could tell him to catch that thing.
You can see the scoreboard now, JR, with the outs and all strikes. The sun's kind of went down.
Definitely.
Next pitch, swung on and missed. Aiken's in the hole here. Eagles trying not to go in order in the top of the third. They trail by 2. Eagles really are right where they need to be. They just need to be patient. Put the ball in play.
Must be some action on the softball field.
It's
I
like
hear it in
the,
my headphones.
Raiders are winning.
Curveball
19-5.
call, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts in the top of the third. We played 2.5. Greenville still leads the Greenwood Eagles 3-1. Well, guys, Greenwood took some punches in the first inning there. They got up off the mat after 3 doubles and 3 runs, but they're really sticking around here. They need to go out, put a 0 up, and go back in there and figure out Mr. Rabe.
Yeah, they do. We gotta figure out how to keep putting balls in play. As we've been able to run the bases on them, but we just gotta get guys on and get them over.
Greenville's in the heart of their lineup. It'll be Barnhart, Turpin, and Rabe, 3, 4, and 5. JR? You trying to get in there, JR? Barnhart, who is 0 for 1. He struck out. He gets plunked on the first pitch here in the bottom of the third. Bring up Turpin. Turpin had the big double that brought in 2 runs to right field his last at bat.
Yeah, fielders have backed up a little bit in the outfield.
Matt gets him to offer on a curveball.
Another aggressive batter. Did a good pitch sequence call there to start him off. I see the pizza man rolling in down there. Did one of y'all order a pizza?
Yeah, I had a ham and pineapple coming up this way.
Oh, good God.
I knew you would like that. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed that time. Another curveball. guys don't eat ham and pineapple on your pies?
I eat
Come on,
ham
man.
and
What's
bacon.
wrong with y'all? I'm tripping.
Papa John's, boy, that's my favorite.
Throw back over. Close play at first.
I'm not sure that umpire can see that far, Jim. If he
Barnhart
can't make
goes
a call
diving in.
close as he was a while ago.
This is a two-man crew tonight. Here's the pitch. Downstairs. 1-2 is your count. No outs.
Good backdrop behind this baseball field.
Yeah, definitely.
I
I
like it a
thought
lot.
that earlier too, TJ.
Here's the 1-2 offering. Runner on the move, or he fakes a go, and he will go after Tiller has trouble with it. And Greenville taking advantage of a slight miscue from the Eagles.
As much as Elijah moved on that ball, we're lucky it bounced right down in front of him.
Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. Murray whips around, throws back there. Checks on Barnhart, who dives safely back into the bag.
Man, that was a really good throw to the third base side of the bag, down low. That would have been good.
The move was
think he
quick
hit the
by
runner
Matt,
there.
but the throw looked like it was a little soft, like he was waiting on someone to get there to
It
cover.
was.
Yep.
He threw it to the right spot, just froze.
Did the ball hit the runner?
I'm not sure if the ball hit the runner or not, but
Good at bat by Turpin. He's worked it back to a full count. Here it is. Fouled off.
you really have to be careful with Matt. He'll throw over to any one of these bases at any time.
Any given time. So now you got me hungry for pizza. What? Come on, man.
Some M&Ms and pizza.
Y'all got to stop doing me like this. I'm on my ballpark diet right now.
Looking for that first out.
No outs, runner at second. Payoff pitch. Instead, we throw back to second. 3-1's your score. We play in the bottom of the third. In this much anticipated pitching matchup. Here's the payoff. Swung on and fouled off in the
And
box.
you can see that he's respecting that off speed as that bat has slowed down on that fastball there. But tough to throw that ball that bites in the dirt with a runner on second, no outs.
We'll do it again as Murray comes set. Here's the pitch.
Good
Nice
job.
curveball. Matt liked that pitch and gets the big first out of the inning. Bring up Taylor Rave, who helped his cause with a RBI double, his first at bat.
Number 15, Taylor Rave.
Matt felt that last pitch. He's bobbing that head. He's liking that last pitch. He's
Blowing
got
a
a little
bubble.
confidence.
On the move is the runner. The throw down the third is well off the bag. Nice
Saw that
piece of
coming.
base running there by the Red Raiders. I like that. Matt's feeling pretty good about a strikeout. Might momentarily forget about the runner on second. He got a great jump
Plus,
and
you
swiped third.
expecting not a fastball on the first pitch to that kid. So
Makes it an even better time to run.
It's a good point, TJ. I mean, they're looking not to get that. He hit that first fastball over Jason's head, and so, yeah, they wouldn't give him again. Bases open over there.
yeah, that's good coaching there.
1-0
recognizing-
turns into a 2-0 count. Got to be careful here, don't you?
Yes, you do. Once you get to a certain point with a batter like him, you kind of got to just stick with a.
Yeah, 3-0 count. Probably might pitch around Rave a little bit.
Definitely. Let's
as
get that double play.
Shepard waits on deck. He walked his first at bat. He's their third baseman. They throw over to third. You know, he'll throw to any base at any given time, TJ.
I've seen him pick a lot of guys off on our travel team by that move right there at third.
Here's the 3-0 pitch to Rave upstairs. That's what they were doing.
Sure. You know, once you got 2-0 on him, it's going to be tough to put a runner on third to go right to the strike zone. Elijah's a little frustrated right now. Put runners on the corners.
Runners on the corners with 1 out,
Number 4, Rush Shepard.
but you are getting toward the bottom of the lineup. This is the 6 hole. Shepard see if he can help us out here. See if they decide to put Rabe in motion. They fake the third. They got him picked off, but they throw it over the head at first. And Rabe will make his way all the way to third. And, man, we had what we wanted, guys. Just didn't execute.
Yeah, Matt got a little shocked that he was so far off the bag.
He had him dead.
He saw it in his body.
I think it surprised Matt. He was so
really
dead.
Surprised him.
And it just loosed the arrow out there.
Yeah.
So 4-1, Raves at third now. This pitch almost hit Shepard. That one hurt. Matt delivers upstairs with the fastball.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a good time for somebody to go out. Here comes Coach Baker. Matt gotten a little out of focus here.
This is his first, well, not his first game he's pitched away from home, but in region he's been getting that first game, which has been at home.
Yeah.
And pretty good crowd here. They're pretty vocal.
Yeah.
Different environment. A little bit tougher to pitch on the road than it is at home.
Yeah, and you really have to limit your mistakes. Any game, but especially when you're on the road, and especially when you're playing the team that's battling you for first place in the region. So
it's these black jerseys, man. I don't understand why we continue to wear these. Here's the pitch. Nice
pitch.
Curveball that time.
Thing just floated up there.
2-1 count.
That's always good when the coach comes out and has a little mound visit and you come back with a good pitch.
Rabe over at third base. This ball's lifted foul by the concession stand, located down the right field line.
Made its way down to the track area, soccer field.
Here's the 2-2.
Trying to sneak a fastball down low by him.
He did, and just missed. So
that gets a little amped up, Jim, sometimes.
Just a little bit.
High motion guy, sometimes he.
Here's the payoff pitch to Shepard. Hit into left field. That will score the 5th run of the game.
Left that one right over the middle.
Yeah, and that's the advantage to the hitter on a full count. He knows you got to throw a strike across the plate. He's waiting on it. So that is the 5th hit of the game for the Red Raiders. They lead 5-1. They'll bring up Wallace, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1. But more damage done by the heart of the lineup for the Red Raiders. They throw over, Chase Shepard back.
Shepard's a senior. A lot of leadership coming through them guys.
Give Greenville credit. They were ready for Greenwood, playing with a lot of emotion early as that pitch misses inside. And
high motion game even before the game started.
They throw over. Shepard's back in safely. Still had a little problem collecting that one. 1-0 count, 1 out. We play in the bottom of the 3rd. We do have some action in the Greenwood bullpen. Looks like Will Bice warming up for the Eagles. Next pitch is slap foul by the 3rd base line. 2-1 count.
It kind of got to settle in right here. Got 1 out already.
They chased the runner back. Matt just doesn't quite seem to be his comfortable self out there tonight.
Little series of unfortunate events there when you walk that guy and set up the double play and then get him picked off
Lifted in the infield, playable for Luke Godwin. He collects it for out number 2.
Good
That's a
play
big
there
out.
by Luke on the
He get
big
that,
win.
Get that ball sailing on Murray right there, and he just has to bounce back.
Yeah.
Up to bat, number
So
4,
2 outs
Dulcie.
for Dulcie, the catcher. He's 0 for 1. Bats in the 8 hole for the Red Raiders. First pitch to him is downstairs for ball 1. On the move is the runner. They throw down, swing and miss. This one's elevated as well, and the Red Raiders have another runner in scoring position, but with 2 outs. Greenwood a little amped up tonight, some high throws. Murray checks the runner. Curveball hangs upstairs. Ball 2.
Good pitch there.
Hard pitch inside right there. That was a good pitch by Murray.
Makes it 2-2.
2 away, 5-1 ball game.
Good
Curveball
pitch.
swung on and missed, and that'll end the inning for the Red Raiders, but not before they add a couple of runs. We go to the top of the 4th with Greenville leading the Greenwood Eagles 5-1. Go to the top of the 4th. The Eagles trail 5-1. It will be Elijah Tiller, Luke Godwin, Patrick Wood. Three hits for the Eagles, 1 run. 5 hits for the Red Raiders. And guys, you know, you got to give Greenville a lot of credit. They played a pretty clean game, put the ball in play, and they look pretty good. They look all the part of a 12-1 ball club.
Yeah, they sure do. Going up against a good pitcher, you know, they didn't wait around to get behind in the count, and that's a product of good coaching.
Elijah Tiller.
But starting here with Elijah before you start talking, we may have to be sitting on some of these curveballs right here if we're gonna, you know, quit getting behind.
Elijah steps in, and as you say that, he pumps a fastball by Tiller for strike 1.
And he was sitting on the curveball with that swing, so he had the same idea I had. Good job, whoever called that pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Curveball misses inside, and
That's the pitch I expected, first pitch. They pitched a little normal sequence here with the fastball first, but
make no mistake about it, Rabe is their ace, but they've got a lot of guys who can throw.
yeah.
A lot of these guys, we'll see them throughout this series as Elijah sends one up the middle for a solid single.
On the
Elijah
curveball.
hollering at the dugout, "Let's go, boys."
And that'll get the Eagles top of the 4th started on a positive note. They'll bring up Luke Godwin, who's 1 for 1. He singled his last at bat over in right field.
Yeah, see if we can't. Fastball seems hittable. You know, Elijah set on a curveball right there. Poked it right up the middle with some exit velo. Luke gets one.
This one jams. Luke could be
Hard ball to get to
trouble.
right
Second
here.
baseman coming in,
What a
flips
play.
with his glove
Good play.
to the first baseman. Nice 4-3 put out. Didn't really have time to go to the transfer and just shoved it over with his glove. Nice play indeed by the second baseman. That is the leadoff hitter, Moore.
Similar to a bunt. You move the runner over.
Up to bat, number 2, Pat Wood.
Try to get this guy home and keep chipping away at this lead.
Patrick Wood steps in. 0 for 1 tonight. Watches a curveball in there for strike one.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. I mean, if he can get ahead with that pitch early, it's going to be hard to hit him.
That's what I was saying.
Glance back at Erickson, who has come on to run for Elijah Tiller. As this pitch is fouled off by
Quickly,
Patrick.
2 strikes on Pat.
Yeah, he's in the hole quickly. That's, you can throw that curveball in there for strike one. It really is advantageous for you.
Yeah.
Patrick fouls this one back. Spring break baseball action. First of 3. We play tomorrow night in Greenwood and then back up here on Thursday. Trying to get this in before the weather this weekend. Here's the 0-2. Curveball call strike 3. That is the 6th punch out for Taylor Rabe as he continues to pitch well. 2 outs, and it'll be John Aiden Helms.
Number 9, John Aiden Helms.
John Aiden with a big 2-out at bat here. Got some speed out at second. Get somewhere out of the infield here. We may get another run, but kind of put the ball in play.
First pitch to John Aiden is inside, almost hit him. 1-0 count. Appreciate you being with us tonight.
Big crowd, Jim.
Yeah, very good crowd. Of course, they're back in school, so this is a school night for them. And John Aiden swings through a pitch.
Little high heater there.
Still doesn't equal the crowds we see at Eagle Park. We have some really nice crowds. Another good curveball from Rabe, and he is 1 pitch away from getting his 7th strikeout of the game. He's got 6 now. Glances back at the runner at second. Comes to the plate. Located the curveball on the outside corner. Nothing John Aiden could do there. That's the 7th strikeout for Rabe, and he's getting better and better. We played 3.5 from Greenville. Your score, Greenville 5, Greenwood 1. We got all kind of sirens going off here at Greenville High School. Hope nobody's hurt. Greenwood trails at the moment 5-1. It'll be 9-1-2 to face Matt Murray, who has gone the distance so far for the Eagles. He has completed 3 innings, given up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 base on balls, and 5 strikeouts.
A little action behind us, Jim, with the fire truck and the ambulance.
Yeah,
Not
I thought
sure
I
what's
heard
going on.
a fire truck. DeBrunt watches a curveball in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 today. This ball is hit out toward third. It is foul.
Play by Machado over there at third with a long throw from his bottom side.
Beautiful diving play there by Pat Wood across the bag on his knees. I believe he had a chance to throw him out if it was fair.
Just foul instead. Murray up to 65 pitches, 35 strikes. Struggle at times with control with 3 walks, but he has 5 strikeouts to go with Rabe's 7.
Yeah, you take away that first inning, he's not been that bad. But take away the error a while ago, they don't put one of those runs on the board for sure. But
oh, that's the second hit batter there. That one didn't feel good.
nah, that one's gonna leave a mark.
That one looked like the front arm, the left arm. Yeah, he's pointing toward that tricep, bicep area. But he'll stay in, and that'll get it back to the top. That's always helps to get that first out at the bottom of the lineup. Morris 1 for 1 with a walk.
That was one of Matt's hardest thrown balls.
Yeah,
right
that was a fastball right there.
Looking for that first out, Jim. It's always important.
Let's get some momentum. Roll him up in the middle. Let's get it.
Matt from the stretch throws over close, but DeBrunt got back in.
Make him use that sore arm there.
Would have been bad to hit him again as Murray delivers the strike.
Squared on the pitch there, looking to manufacture the second base.
Nothing worse than getting hit in the box and then going first and get hit on the pickoff move.
You ever saw that little video online of the guy, like his soccer players, and he gets kicked in the face and then it's like 3 or 4 times in a row. It's funny.
Murray delivers a fastball strike to Moore.
Good pitch there. Get ahead 0-2.
Dangerous part of the game for the Eagles. Got to keep it close. DeBrunt takes his lead. Nice curveball.
Nice pitch.
Strike 3. And that is the 6th strikeout for Matt Murray. None bigger than that one. As
Mix it up.
Renfro steps in. He's 1 for 2. He struck out his last at bat. He doubled his first at bat. Throw over. Nice play that time by Landon. Had to go over to his left. Murray to the plate. This one's lifted up towards center field. Jaden Adams camps underneath it. He will collect the high fly ball.
Did you see that? He camped out and still had to reach up high, so that wind's still blowing hard.
It is messing with him. I'm telling you, it's breezy up here.
That ball definitely in the first inning fooled TJ in right field and Jaden Adams.
Center. Yeah.
It's stronger than advertised.
2 outs for Barnhart, the 3-hole hitter. He's 0 for 1 officially.
Great pick from Steele on the pickoff by Murray there.
Murray leaves the curveball upstairs. Greenwood trails by 4. They'll have 3 more at bats. 9 outs to work with. Murray delivers. Upstairs, ball 2. Turpin on deck. He's the one that did a lot of damage, the big 2-run double.
You got to expect Greenville comes into any game that Taylor Rabe's on the mound with a lot of confidence. So
A lot of confidence.
you give them early runs, it's hard to
Overcome.
for them to lose their confidence.
Matt misses inside and up.
3-0 count here.
3-0 count. Cleanup batter on deck. Throw over. The Brunt in safely. Nice fastball, 3-1 count.
Pretty quick move to the plate there. Murray really pinning this runner at first base.
Yeah.
Not wanting any more runs to go on the board here.
That
Good
is
job
ball
by Elijah
4.
Tiller there.
So a 2-out walk, a hit batter, then a walk. And that will bring up Turpin. He's 1 for 2, as I mentioned, 1 strikeout, but the big double in the first that scored 2 over the head of TJ Aiken.
Off the bat, number 25, Jackson Turpin.
For a little move right here to Ryan.
Good curveball that time from Matt.
You know
Nice pitch right there by Murray.
what helps? A little mound visit by Ryan to keep that runner guessing that maybe they're going to throw back on me to keep him close to start the bat off.
2 good pitches from Murray right there to start this at bat. That's a good point, TJ. Ryan made the visit right after that walk. Seeing that runner, maybe having a little play between Murray and Ryan there and kept that runner a little closer.
Yes.
0-2
Just a little
count.
deception move. Oh,
Outside.
good job, Elijah.
1-2's your count. Runners at first and second.
Elijah's doing some good work back there tonight in a tough situation, but
Curveball stayed upstairs. So 2-2. Don't want to go full.
Do not want to groove one here.
Nice pitch.
Nice
just
pitch
missed.
right there.
man,
Greenwood fans and dugout wanted it. But it will be a full count.
wow, what a big pitch there.
Here's the payoff downstairs.
Yeah, Murray didn't get that last call, and we're all expecting him to get it, and it was really close.
So as fortune would have it,
Big no call there.
Taylor Rabe steps in. He's already got a 4-run lead, and he could really
Off the
bust
bat,
this thing open.
number 15, Taylor Abe.
With 2 outs. Started with a 1-out. Well, actually, a leadoff hit batter, then 2 2-out walks. Ray fouls this over my head.
Starts him off with the off speed. See if he can't slow that bat down early.
I say let's do it again. Do not give him anything fat and hard over the plate.
Curveball bounces up there. Good job, Elijah Tiller. Elijah's had to work tonight. Matt's not the easiest pitcher to catch.
No, he has. He has worked really hard tonight. I'm sure Matt appreciates that.
One count. Matt going from the windup. Nice fastball in there for a strike.
You let a ball get behind you here, it's just going to roll to a dead stop because there's such a decline back here behind the backstop.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just overthrowing a little bit is Matt.
He's overthrowing with 2 strikes.
Just
Yep.
a little bit. When he gets 0-2,
Yeah,
Kinda starts
if he could kind of
overthrowing.
focus with 2 strikes here.
Here's the 2-2.
Trying to
Curveball
stay away.
outside, so any margin you had is gone as the count's been worked to a full count. Bases full of Red Raiders. The Eagles can ill afford to give up another run. This one is fouled back as the Red Raiders were in motion.
I really don't like third baseman coming that far
I
down the line.
don't either.
Man, he was.
I don't either. He
8
is looking
feet.
to eat one right there.
He's well fouled, but man.
They got drive-bys
Three.
going on.
Call
Strike three,
three.
Matt Murray right there.
Good job by Matt getting a big third out. So Eagles minimize the damage. They leave bases full of Red Raiders. We go to the fifth, 5-1 Greenville. Back at Greenville High School, a 5-1 ball game. Greenwood will send 8, 9, and 1 to try to solve this riddle called Taylor Rabe. Rabe's got 7 strikeouts through 4. And he's just kind of like I mentioned earlier in the contest, the longer he goes, when a big guy like him gets lubricated and oiled up, he's tough to handle.
Yeah, he is. And had an early lead. Like we like to play with an early lead. He had an early lead to boost his confidence, but Greenwood started to chip away and kind of hadn't quite
Leading off of Greenwood, number 8,
got it going yet.
Adams.
Jaden Adams steps in. He's 0 for 1. Or I'm sorry, he's 1 for 1.
I'd say he's 1 for 1.
Got to give Jaden credit. He had a solid single his first at bat. Had an RBI single. He watches a curveball just missed.
Got to lean in right there, take one on the shoulder right there.
I don't expect Matt to be out there anymore, if much longer, as he's up to the most pitches he's thrown all year.
1-0's outside, 2-0 count. Looks like Andrew Driver possibly warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, he's looking into the dugout now, TJ.
Both pitchers have 7 Ks apiece. Difference is 1 walk versus 5 walks and an error. So it's kind of a little.
And the doubles instead of singles. The
Correct.
3 back-to-back doubles were huge. 2-0 pitch is outside, 3-0. So we'll take it any way we can get it. Rabe has only issued 1 free pass tonight, and that was to Steele early in the game. 3-0 pitch misses. That's the second walk to Jaden Adams. So leadoff walk here. And, hey, man, high school baseball, crooked numbers happen very often.
Number 11, Ryan
Absolutely.
Stone.
So we're going to see if Ryan can't get this runner moved over here before we get it out.
Ryan Stone steps in. As Jaden Adams with good speed takes this lead off first. He's on the move. This one is hit to third on 2 hops to throw over is complete. 5-3 put out. Greenwood does get a runner in scoring position and back to the top of their lineup with Matt Murray, who's 1 for 2.
Yeah, it's good as a bunt. Getting that runner over with get the top back up. Good job by Ryan this year putting balls in play. Just been hitting them right to people, but just keep putting the ball in play.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't have usually a problem hitting the ball. It's just kind of hitting it right at people. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
First pitch to Murray, that nasty curveball right in on the hands of a righty. That's a tough pitch to handle.
It is. Make you a very successful pitcher, you get a strike call on that.
This was
That's down.
fisted out towards center, right in front of the center fielder, and 2-hit night for Matt Murray. His second hit of the evening. And
Matt Murray having a really good game on the mound and at the plate tonight.
Yeah.
that puts runners at first and third for Landon Steele, who's 0 for 1. A walk and a strikeout for his evening. See if he can make this a close game. He send one out to right
I'd
field.
love to see him catch one up to one right here.
Rave's done a good job with the lefties.
He really has. Aikens struck out twice, Steele once, and he's been tough on the lefties, indeed.
He gets the curveballs to the righties and the fastball inside to the lefties. See if Matt ends up on the move.
One out, runners on the corners, 5-1. That's that fastball right there on the inner part of the plate. Landon's got to learn to be a little more aggressive with that. Throw over to first, chases Murray back. Rabe up to 65 pitches, guys, 45 strikes.
Yeah, he's been pretty efficient,
Pretty impressive tonight.
barring a couple of 2 or 3 batters.
Of course, it ain't over yet.
No.
Outfield playing still, pretty much straight up. This was foul back.
Slowing that bat down a lot there on Landon, respecting that off speed.
I got to get Landon up in the morning. Hey,
Little 2-strike approach here. We're looking for
sleeps till noon every day.
something in the hole.
Growing boy.
0-2 count. With 1 out. Just miss. Wow, how you take that pitch?
Catcher moved off the plate there. Ball must have went where he went.
1-2.
Crowd didn't like it.
Catcher didn't like it. Turned around and asked him.
Come on, Landon.
Could be a big hit for the Eagles. Let's see. Curveball just missed. On the pitch, Murray was able to swipe second. That didn't miss by much either.
No, it sure didn't.
Just outside.
Discipline that bat.
Now base hit could score 2 runs. And got to come from a lefty as Aikens on deck. And let's see if we can get to Rabe.
Good job.
Yes.
Nice job by Landon that time, laying off.
Good take right there by
2-2.
Steele.
Now it goes to full count.
We wish a lot of things out of these batters, man. We're sitting a long ways away from that pitcher. It's tough to get in that batter's box.
We get Landon on right here. We're looking at something serious.
There it
This
is.
ball's hit out towards short. Shortstop collects it, throws over,
Safe.
and
Oh,
got him
man.
by half a step. But on the play, Eagles do net their second run as Jaden Adams comes around. So
Good job putting that ball in play. That was a big,
Great job of hitting right there by Landon.
tough situation to hit in.
love to see TJ get a hold to one here. He's 0 for 2 tonight. So gives Steele the RBI. Matt Murray, representing the third run, is on third. TJ Aikens steps in.
Battle of two D1 prospects here.
He can make this a very close game as he watches a curveball for strike one.
Great pitch right there. It's hard to know what's coming after a pitch like that, first ball at bat.
Here's the 0-1. Aiken thought better of it. Let it go for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1.
A lot of hard work out of both of these catchers tonight. Give them a lot of praise. Yeah, that runner on third right here would mean a lot in this game.
It would be huge. As Greenwood is down to their last
Huge
7
at bat
outs.
at this game right here.
Rave delivers. Fastball locates on that inside corner. 2 strikes on Aiken. Don't want to strike out for the 3rd time tonight.
Rave's done a good job of getting him guessing.
In TJ's head just a little bit, maybe. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And the Eagles go down here in the bottom or the top of the 5th. That's Rave's 8th strikeout of the night, but they do get a run off a couple hits, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Greenville leads 5-2 over the Eagles. Back with you from Greenville High School. A new pitcher for the Greenwood Eagles here in the bottom of the 5th will be senior Andrew Driver, no stranger to Eagle fans. He will inherit a 3-run deficit at the moment, and he will face Shepard, Wallace, and Dawsey, 6, 7, and 8. Eagles got out of a big jam there in the bottom of the 4th. They add a run, JR. So 3-run ball game, getting late, but Eagles still in this thing.
Good couple at bats by the Eagles in that inning to get us in runners in score position. Just couldn't capitalize late. And we're picking at them, but you know, we hopefully will close on the deal late in the game. Got to get some momentum.
Number 4, Rush Shepard.
So Shepard steps in. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. Greenwood trying to keep it close. First pitch from Driver is downstairs for ball 1. It's a good Greenville team. Of course, they were in our region last year along with Eastside. Eastside was loaded. Of course, they won the state championship.
Yes, they are very well coached, balanced, fast. Great pitcher on the bump. You know, they're a hard team to beat.
They're 12-1 coming into this game tonight. 1-1 count to Shepard after the swing and miss. Almost hits him. 2-1 count.
That's what makes these series games so good, Jim. We get to see how deep they are. They just can't beat us up at their house. We have to come to our house and see what happens.
I know they have a ton of guys that pitch. This ball hit up the middle, going to be a tricky play for Murray. He comes across, throws to Steele, who stretches out, and nice 6-3 put out.
I mean, Murray's deep in the hole right there and has to come all the way across second base. Makes the play in front of Luke Godwin on second base. Great play right there by Matt Murray.
Out number 1 to start the bottom of the 5th. Bring up Wallace, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2.
Take another ground ball right here, Jim.
First pitch to him is outside. Turned into a chilly spring night up here in Greenville.
It is chilling there tonight.
Nice pitch by Andrew. Evens the count at 1-1. Of course, the Masters starts a couple of days, JR.
Oh, the Masters.
You got a favorite?
Well,
Can
I mean,
Scheffler repeat?
You can't
This
count.
ball's hit hard to left. Adams looks up, or Guy looks up. This one is out of here. That's a solo shot. I think it cleared that left field fence.
Yeah, there's a little gap there, but
Okay, hold on. I think it maybe
it caught up in the gap between the top and the red there. Stand up double.
stand up double. Good call, JR, as Wallace got all of that one. But that's really about the best thing you could hope for as an Eagle fan.
Well,
He was 0 for 2 at the time, but nice piece of hitting. I'll bring up Dawsey, who's 0 for 2. Eagles can still get out of this inning.
Number 14, Big Mac Dawsey.
So runner at second. 1 out. Pitch is inside to Dawsey. So going back to the Masters, you got a favorite?
I'm liking Scheffler. I mean,
This was hit up the middle. Godwin's there. The throw over is in time. 4-3 put out. Runner moves to
you know,
third.
Spieth is right there, turning the corner again. Rory's playing really good. Of course, you got the guys from the Live coming in, and all that, competitive spirit from them against the guys that's in the PGA. You know, what a dynamic down in Augusta. I was fortunate enough to go Saturday to the women's, and it was beautiful. The security is like a small international airport.
Bront steps in with 2 outs. He watches a curveball. He got plunked on his arm his last at bat. Yeah, pretty cool. We talked about that on the podcast today, them having the women's AM. We went extra holes, man. Stick around to watch that.
It did. We saw Zhang come in. Well, we actually saw Babe birdie 17, and then they both parred 18 and went down and played 18 again, then went to 10, and it was over at 10. We didn't get down to 10 to see it, but we saw them hugging from the 18th green and was able to see them win.
Here's the 1-1, misses downstairs. They got hung up in some bushes over there and dumped her third shot into the trap. And
she didn't channel her inner Bubba Watson there, huh? On 10.
Here's the 2-1 count here. Andrew asked for a new baseball. 5-2 is your score. Runner at third. Big second out. While ago on the 4-3 put out.
You know, I play a lot of golf, Jim, and I'm telling you, those girls are unbelievable.
They can hit it, man.
I mean,
They're so technical.
They're like machines, and you know, the winner, Zhang, is out there, and every single shot, her dad is like on her, telling her every move until she pulls the trigger. It's kind of impressive.
2-1 count upstairs. Saying, of course, her father is her caddy, I believe.
It is.
Here's the pitch from driver, fouled off in the box, 2-2. But par 3s tomorrow, that's always fun. I think the weather will cooperate, but should get kind of crazy there this weekend with the weather they're calling for Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and I'm not looking forward to rain during the Masters weekend, but it is what it is. I'm sure Augusta will be prepared for it.
3-2 pitch, just missed outside. That's the 6th walk issued by Eagle pitchers tonight. And that will get them back to the top of the lineup with Moore, who's 1 for 2.
13, Ricky Moore.
Yeah, Jim, when you hit 6 guys and when you hit 2 guys and walk 6, it's a
tough.
team like this and against a pitcher like that, it's very, very hard.
That's the first walk issued by Driver. But now we got to face the leadoff batter now with 2 outs, and he watches ball 1. Eagles getting some good experience playing in front of a, well, I won't say hostile crowd, but just playing in front of an opposing crowd. This ball's hit to third. Wood's there. He throws over to first. Nice job by Patrick Wood for the 5-3 put out. That will get the Eagles out of another jam, guys. We're hanging around. We go to the 6th. Greenville 5, Greenwood 2. Well, I guess we're running with the devil up here in Greenville.
Number 6,
Greenwood
Elijah
Eagles
Tiller.
need to be running like the devil's chasing them. They're down 5-2, and it'll be 4, 5, and 6. Tiller, Godwin, and Patrick Wood to face Taylor Rabe. He begins his 6th inning of work, misses with a fastball. Taylor Rabe has been pretty much what he was billed to be. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 base on balls, 8 strikeouts. An impressive performance. I wouldn't say overwhelming performance, but impressive. This one's hit hard to the third baseman. Nice backhand throw across. 5-3 put out. Nice defense there by the Red Raiders.
Yeah, that was a high-level looking play there. Made it look easy.
Well, he had one shot and he put his glove right in front. I mean, Tiller smoked it and it just short hopped right to him. Good play though.
Number 4,
Good, strong
Luke
throw.
Godwin.
That was Shepard, the third baseman, with a nice glove. Luke Godwin steps in. He's 1 for 2. I'm not taking anything away from Taylor Rabe at all. I mean, he's an impressive young man, but you know, this is a ball club that saw Mavis Graves last year, Brody Fowler from Eastside, and we mentioned it earlier. We've seen these quality arms.
Yeah, we hadn't seen a quality arm like him yet this year, but a lot more often last year. But again, there's a great hit by Luke. You're going to have to learn how to win this game if you plan on winning playoff games and winning a state championship. So it doesn't matter if it's now or if it's 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. You got to figure it out.
To me, Ray, he throws a lot of hittable pitches. I mean, we have barreled it up a number of times, and this game is far from over. We get hot right here. It's liable to be a different game.
Luke Godwin, you mentioned TJ picks up his 2nd hit. He's 2 for 3 with 1 out. Comes Patrick Wood to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Ball.
Got a balk. So, you know, just stay within distance. It's kind of like running a marathon. You don't have to be leading. The leader's got to know you're back there.
Absolutely, and you know, when we get in the playoffs, we're not going to face each other first round. You know, we could run into each other again and have to face off our number ones. So we got to make the most we can out of this game, win or lose right now.
We have a runner in scoring position with one out, and Patrick swings through a fastball. Grabe is up to 78 pitches.
Yeah, he's had a good outing.
He looks like he could throw 20, 25 more easy. Curveball swung on and missed.
Got Pat searching for that high pitch right now.
Yeah, Pat struggling with Mr. Rabe tonight.
They need to paint a big mural on that wall out there in outfield.
Here's the pitch to Patrick Wood. Misses downstairs.
Way to lay off the nasty breaking pitch.
Let's get a big hit out of our dirt bag.
Love to see it. Getting late. Eagles down to their last 4 outs, or 5 outs. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's Wood's second strikeout.
Bring on
Ninth
Evan Avery.
for Rabe. Next strikeout for Rabe will put him in double digits. Got a pinch hitter for John Aiden. It'll be Evan Avery.
Up to bat number 22, Evan Avery.
I'd love to see Evan get a hold of one here. Make this a one-run ball game.
Tough pitcher to come in and face off the bench.
Power on power. I like the matchup.
Maybe he makes a mistake and leaves one over the middle for Evan, not knowing how good Evan is.
He knows how good they were teammates in travel ball. But you're right. I'd love to see it. As Evan went after the first pitch, looked like it was an off-speed pitch. Fouled off to the soccer field down there. He's been ahead a lot.
Luke Godwin on second base. This one misses. Draws the count to 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just find a way. Need to get a couple of guys to find a way to get on base. Ooh,
Oh, that hit him.
on the elbow.
I think that got him on the high upper arm, didn't
Yeah, I
it?
think it hit up. He's holding it like it's his. Yeah, I think it got him above the elbow, TJ.
I believe it's on the bicep.
Yep.
I hope it is anyway.
I hope it's not. Well, that's the opposite arm. So
It's his left arm.
yeah, he's had bicep troubles while he hadn't been playing. But it's on the other arm.
Well,
That'd look to be a little funny bone action.
could be.
But that's what we needed. I'm sorry, son, but we needed
Well,
base runners.
That's what we needed, and just like that,
you to say it.
Greenwood has the time to run at the plate, gentlemen, in the form of Jaden Adams, who is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single, and 1 RBI.
Find some grass in that decent outfield. And
Ooh, that got him. Ooh, that looked like it nicked him too.
Sophomore finds himself in a huge at-bat in this ball game tonight. More than anything, what you're doing is ensuring the top of your lineup's going to get another decent crack, and it looks like you might be getting toward the heart of your order again. I know we struggled tonight, but so we got a mound visit from the Greenville coach. We mentioned Rabe's pitch count just a few moments ago. He's really in pretty good shape. He is up to 86 pitches, giving up 6 hits, 5 2/3. All right, Jaden steps back in. Godwin off second after the single. Evan Avery at first. Here's the pitch.
oh,
Jaden
a little
chased the
aggressive.
fastball.
Leave that alone.
Big at bat. Jaden knows it. That was an aggressive swing.
Oh yeah, he's had a good night tonight. 1-1 count.
Now, you coaching pitch caller goes after the aggressiveness.
Here it is. Curveball upstairs.
No. Wow.
Oh, way high.
Home folks wanted that call, but it was elevated.
JR sure did.
I like sitting up here in the lion's den.
2-1 count. We're in enemy territory. This one's lifted up and out of play, so Jaden has worked it to a 2-2 count. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Eagles at first and second. We trail 5-2. 3 runs scored in the first is the difference in the ball game at the moment.
We've had some opportunities tonight, Jim, and just ain't quite got them there. But
here's the pitch. No, got him to chase a curveball.
Got to run.
And they complete the put out on Jaden Adams. Seemed to be a little confusion there, but nice pitch by Rave. That's his 10th strikeout on the evening. None bigger than that one for Taylor Rave and the Red Raiders. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Greenville 5, Greenwood 2.
Now pitching for Greenwood, number 3, Caden Poor.
Eagles go back to their bullpen here in the bottom of the 6th, and in comes junior Caden Poor. Andrew Driver went an inning. I kind of like this move. You don't want to show, we got 2 games left with these guys, and the more they see Andrew, the more advantageous it is for them, and got all the confidence in the world in Caden. He's got to navigate 2, 3, and 4 here in their lineup.
yeah, Andrew's done a lot of work.
We're very fortunate. Greenville's left. They left 3 on base back in the 4th. They left 2 on base the last inning, so we're very fortunate. It's a 3-run game. Renfro steps in. He's 1 for 3 tonight with 1 strikeout. Greenwood pitching has 7 strikeouts. Matt Murray with all 7 of them. Poor misses outside for ball 1. This ball is hit softly to Patrick Wood. He throws across for out number 1.
Good hustle down the line there. Pat had to make a quick throw. Good strong throw.
So
Up to bat, number 3,
quick out.
Cameron Barnhart.
it's 1 for 4 now. He had the double to start the game. Man, if we could have that first inning back. Man.
Take away the error on the overthrow in the first inning back.
Barnhart
Shoulda,
steps
coulda,
in.
woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Just a good baseball team, and they're well coached.
They are
They
well
know what they're
coached.
doing. This pitcher gives them a bunch of chances, and they keeps them in this game. We've got a very, very good lineup, and he's held us at bay with minimal walks. He's pitched through the meat of the lineup several times, and you got to tip your hat.
10 strikeouts to go along with that, JR. I think that's a great point. He's been in complete control. Greenwood has had their opportunities as Poor misses outside. Next pitch misses away. Big moment
right
for
there, falling behind
Caden
2-0.
Poor, the junior. He been our game 3 starter. This was lifted out toward right. First baseman goes over and kind of Landon got turned around that time.
He found the ball. I'm not sure what happened. If it looked
Well,
like he was
didn't
about to overrun it.
He didn't know where TJ was, and he didn't want to get in TJ's way when he's coming screaming up, and he kind of second guessing the ball was late.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, JR. I think that he thought it was going further back, and he had TJ in his head. But that will be an error on the Eagles. Should be, but I think they gave him a hit.
Tough play.
They sure did. They gave him a hit. With Turpin up.
Well, I'm going to just say that a typical first baseman there in a lineup is not going to be able to make that play 50 feet behind himself. You know, it's just, that's a tough play right there. Second base never gets there. Right fielder never gets there. So that's only first base.
Wow, that ball. Did you see the knuckle on that ball?
Cued over to first.
Got him.
Great
Still
play
stayed
right
with
there.
it. Good job by Landon Steele. He stayed with a nasty ball. And Caden Poor had the presence of mind to cover the bag. Good teamwork there by those two guys for the 3-1 put out.
I don't know if you could see that on the broadcast, but man, that ball was going foul and just kicked back really hard.
Really nasty. I mean, he made an error, a straight error on the play, regained himself, got to the ball, and still made the play.
Yeah, that was still a
great play right there.
Landed either way because that ball took a knuckle hard back in the infield on him.
So 2 away. Do have a pinch hitter for the Red Raiders.
Good job by Caden coming in and getting some
the
outs.
presence of mind I mentioned for him to be there was huge. Now there's 2 outs with runner at second instead of first and second with 1 out, and that's a strike from Caden. Let's see if I can get this young man's name for you. This is Haynes, pitch hitting for the pitcher, so Rave's night will be done. We'll see somebody different in the 7th.
Pretty good location right there by Pookie.
Good job by the batter not biting. That was a really good off-speed pitch.
2-1 pitch. Payne swings through it, or Haynes swings through it. So 2-2. Runner on the move, and there will be no throw. Good base running there. We've seen this a couple of times as our opponents seem to pick up on something in the delivery of Caden. They get great jumps. We got to work on that move to the plate.
Good job.
Doesn't matter.
Caden
comes back and strikes him out, and Greenville leads another runner in scoring position. And we have played 6 full innings from Greenville High School. Eagles have one more crack at it. They trail 5-2.
Looks like Pookie's about to hit.
Made our way to the top of the 7th. The Eagles trail by 3. Rabe is still in the ball game. We will have a pinch hitter for Ryan Stone. Number 14, is that Boogie?
14, is that Braden Scott?
I think it's Christopher Smith.
I don't
Up
know.
to bat number 14, Christopher Smith.
There you go.
So Christopher Smith pinch hits here with the Eagles trailing 5-3.
Way to break the JV player in right here with so I'm told he hit 92, was fastest last inning up to last inning he hit tonight.
Where are you getting that info from?
I talked to the PBR guy
Okay.
when I went to the bathroom.
Smith swings and misses for strike one. Swung on and missed, strike two.
And if you see a swing like the last two out of a guy, I don't think you go to anything. Just feed him fastballs.
Ray looking for his 11th strikeout of the night. Here's the pitch. Grounded out towards second. Makes a tricky bounce.
Find a way.
And good fortune is on the Eagles side as a E4 gets our 7th inning started.
Gets the top back up.
Gets the top back up. It will ensure TJ Aiken gets another at bat, hopefully.
But, you know,
stay away from the double play.
There you go.
Matt Murray's 2 for 3 tonight. We've got 2 Eagles with 2 hits, and he's one of them, along with Luke Godwin. Don't get picked off over there.
Yeah, be safe because that ball's going to come over there hot.
That run means absolutely nothing as Rabe delivers inside. Ball one on Matt Murray. So let's tighten the noose just a little bit here, guys. Greenwood up to 6 hits to go with those 10 strikeouts. But they're still alive and kicking. Misses.
Got 3 outs.
Hitters count. No outs. Got us a free error. Got us a free man. Murray's looking at a 2-0 count.
2-0 count. Rabe up to 94 pitches.
To throw the curveball here.
Oh, fed him. We got a couple of guys warming up in the bullpen for Greenville right now, but 2-1 count there. Matt swings on the high fastball. See if Matt can't have a 3-hit night.
Here's the pitch. Inside, almost hit him, so 3-1 count. Look, we'll take a walk as well. Put it on the next guy.
Here's the pitch Murray's been looking for right here.
3-1's upstairs, so E4 followed with a free pass, and Eagles have something cooking in the top of the 7th.
They're leaving Rabe in as he's navigated the left-handers well tonight. See if they can't make him pay for that.
Well, the next 2 batters for Greenwood is Steele and Aiken, and they are a combined 0 for 5. Steele's 0 for 2 with 1 strikeout. Aiken's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, so they're due. First pitch to Steele, he pops up out of play. Will find his way into
the student body is going crazy, but it's nowhere near us.
Just missed the grandstand here. They have one main grandstand where we're located, and then another side bleacher. A lot of lawn chairs stretched out on the lawn. 0-1 count to Steele. Steele squares, thinks better of it.
Matt's going to have to be patient with his base running with
1-1 count.
A young runner out there at second.
Make sure line drive gets through. No outs, 5-2 score. Ray delivers, just missed, 2-1 count.
Home crowd wanted the
yeah, I wouldn't have been
big time at bat right here.
too frustrated if they would have called that. It was close. But a 2-1 hitters count.
Looking for something we can drive.
Let's hit one down that right field line.
Stand-up triple.
Oh, just missed it. Dadgummit. Took out a windshield. The old broken windshield soundtrack.
Let's go, Landon.
2-2 count as Rabe has thrown over 100 pitches now.
Not much breeze right now. It's calmed down a good bit.
You could cut the tension with a knife.
Curveball misses. So full count. You thought it was tense then. Wait to this pitch. Rabe is up to
Anything close, we need to barrel it up right here.
100. This will be his 104th pitch of the evening. Still stays alive.
Please don't hit my truck. Please don't hit my truck.
Oh,
That actually is
That
over
was
there
close.
near my Jeep.
It's either your Jeep or my truck.
I'd rather it be your
that was
truck.
a little farther down.
No offense.
Come on, Landon. Dig it back.
A lot of chatter coming out of the Greenwood dugout. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big
pitch.
out. Second strikeout of the night from Steele.
Big pitch there. Got it a little bit in on his hands. He couldn't get it around.
TJ Aiken steps up.
Up to bat.
And the lefties have really struggled tonight.
See if TJ can't put a stop to that right
Yeah, I
now.
would love for that to be the case. He could tie this ball game up. Still only 1 out. Curveball just missed outside.
They're asking a lot out of Taylor, and he's doing his job right now. I'm pretty sure that's why he's still in the games, because he's navigated those two lefties well tonight.
Of course. I mean, he's doing the job. He's pitching away from him. He's coming back when he's behind.
There's
Fouls
another
this
one
Please
one
going
don't
out
get
of
my
play.
truck.
1-1 count. Like to see something good happen for TJ here.
Absolutely.
Got
2
Elijah
outs.
Tiller on deck, who's
Play with.
1 for 3. Had a single, I believe it was his second at bat. Runners take their leads. This was fouled off. Christopher Smith led the inning off, hitting a ground ball to the second baseman that was misplayed. Then Matt Murray got walked. Landon Steele just struck out. Now TJ's got a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Nice job that time holding back on the curveball.
This feels like a playoff game.
A little bit like playoff
It really
game.
feels like the tension.
Here comes that wind right when we need it.
Feel it.
Swung on and missed. Second strikeout, and boy, the lefties just can't figure Rabe out tonight. That's TJ's 4th strikeout of the night.
He's just done a really good job to the lefties.
That's 6 strikeouts, and these are 2 guys that don't strike out a ton.
No.
Landon struck out twice, TJ 4 times. And
Here
it's
comes,
all on Elijah Tiller, and will they give him an opportunity to tie this ball game up?
I don't know that they will.
Well, you got Luke Godwin on deck. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Let's see how they decide to do this.
Somebody's got a glove over here in the dugout. Looks like they may either have him ready, because nobody's warming up. That's it. Good job by him tonight.
That's going to be it for Taylor Rave. He exits this ball game with 2 outs in the bottom of, or the top of the 6th. So he went 6 2/3, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs up to this point. 3 base on balls and 12 strikeouts for Taylor Rave. He threw 110 pitches, 71 strikes.
Yeah, he showed up to play ball tonight. Good by him.
Cameron
lefty
Kane.
comes in.
Kane's going to be your new pitcher.
Lefty-righty matchup.
Yep. And Greenwood still got life here, guys. We got a guy that could tie this ball game up with 1 swing.
You got quite a few good bats up behind right here coming in. Elijah can figure out how to get on. Luke's done a good job tonight, but you're going to be a little out front, most likely, with gearing up for the fastball on Taylor Rave. Going to have heavy dose off speed, probably.
Yeah, that's usually what they do is bring the heavy off speed, try to slow that speed down, get him out front, get a ground ball.
Well, Elijah's watching it intently. He's watching these warm-up pitches, and
love to see him all the way up in the front of the box right here, expecting something off speed first pitch and just hit it over that building out there.
quite the opposite in physical stature as Rave, as this young man looks to be, what, 5'8", maybe, 5'7"?
Yeah, it's a little different.
Almost a foot difference. All right.
2 outs now. You're right, JR. That wind just picked up a lot. That big flag beside us blowing in hard.
I figured they were going to do that.
Well, they do intentionally walk Elijah Tiller. I think that's the right thing to do. And they will instead go after Luke Godwin, who has 2 hits tonight. He's 2 for 3, and I'm telling you, as Luke steps in, we get this heavy breeze going again.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, Jim. I mean, if he happens to get up on one with power, we're talking about a 1-run lead game going to the bottom of the 7th.
What if Luke hit a grand slam here?
Luke's looking at him and nodding at him. Luke is ready.
You got Patrick Wood on deck. He's 0 for 3 tonight, so high drama at Greenville High School. Catcher goes out to speak to Kane, who hasn't even thrown a pitch yet.
I tell you, man, this is high emotional adrenaline. You can feel the tension.
Everybody's standing up. Well, a couple people standing up.
Big series, big first game.
Big at bat here. Here we go. Game on the line.
Kane comes set. The lefty delivers. Gets away from the catcher. All the runners will advance, and just like that, that's huge, guys. It's 5-3. Now a base hit ties the game, potentially, with pretty good speed over at second. That's Bennett Erickson, who came in to pinch run for Elijah Tiller after he was intentionally walked.
Luke Godwin looking to do damage up there. He's got a glimmer in his eye.
Here's the 1-0. This was lifted up and out of play behind us.
1-1 there on Luke now.
Luke's third hit could be a huge one for the Eagles. Got Murray at third. You got Erickson off second. 2 outs, 5-3 is your score.
Big gap on the line.
Curveball stayed upstairs. Two 2-1 count. This one's downstairs. 3-1 count. So love to see Luke pass this to the senior, Patrick Wood.
Very stressful position the Greenville Raiders have found themselves in.
3-1 is in there for strike 2. You thought that was stressful, JR. Now the tension has really been raised. Here's the payoff pitch. Short on, hit the left field, and one will score.
Score two. Let's go. Let's go.
We have a tie ball game at Greenville High School.
My goodness.
The sophomore comes up with a big hit to left field. His third of the night, and we are tied at 5. Looked like the left fielder had trouble coming up cleanly with that ball.
He did, and this inning all started off with a coaching move by Coach Baker, putting Christopher Smith up, putting the ball in play, and getting on base.
You're right. Don't overlook that.
Big error by the second baseman to give us a chance there.
They'll bring up Patrick Wood now. We're going with a pitch runner for Luke Godwin. It will be Will Bice. So the Eagles have climbed up off the mat with 2 outs. Thanks to Luke Godwin's third hit of the ball game. Patrick's 0 for 3, he's due. And we have gotten into the bullpen.
Eagles really excited over there. They really behind Pat Wood at the dish.
Patrick struck out twice.
What a hit right there by Godwin.
Thought he hit it too hard. I really worried about Erickson scoring from second, but when the left fielder struggled to field it cleanly, that allowed Erickson to come around. As Patrick swings and misses, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball misses outside. So
Boys
2-1.
early in the game, that 2-5 game was just getting started. I knew the big arm would come out at some point, and they waited late. And how many pitches did he throw?
Over 100.
107.
Oh, next pitch gets called a strike. Patrick didn't like it.
They left him in as long as they could.
Evens the count at 2-2.
New ball game right here, 0-0.
Kane to the plate.
Good
Nice
foul,
curveball.
good foul.
Good job by Patrick staying alive.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all what, their little manager guy, he hustles after them foul balls.
Yeah, they've got a guy similar to our OG, and he does a really good job, about like OG does. They both do a really good job for
He
both
hustles
sides.
a little harder than OG.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-2. Curveball stayed out.
I like that call. That was a good out pitch. But
So how about Evan Avery on deck? Could get a look here with 2 outs. We do have a payoff pitch to Patrick.
He's got to come
Wood.
calling right here to Pat Wood.
Here it is.
This is
Upstairs,
upstairs.
ball 4.
all right,
So the senior who decided to come back for his senior year,
Up to bat number 22.
step in, probably his biggest at bat in his career, TJ.
you think?
No pressure on him.
No pressure?
I would feel like Evan would be ready for this moment. He's built for this moment.
Runners at first and second. The Eagles have tied it at 5 in the top of the 7th. Kane delivers upstairs with the curveball. The young man just doesn't seem to have the confidence out there at the moment and is really struggling.
Yeah, this is a big at bat by Evan.
Here's the 1-0.
Good eye.
Upstairs 2-0.
I like to see that because he's not being too aggressive.
Evan knows right now he's licking his chops. That young fella's got to come in there.
2-0 count. Runners take their leads.
Just don't miss it when it comes over the plate. Good job.
Upstairs,
Nice.
ball 3, and that will draw
Nice job right there by Evan.
draw a visit from the coach. Got Jaden Adams waiting on deck, and wow.
Does he get the
You
green
know, that
light?
says a whole lot about the coaching staff and our boys from Greenwood just kind of waiting out that big D1 arm, waiting him out, and then all of a sudden you get your chance and you exploit their weakness. That says a lot, and they're pumped. You can see the momentum's on the Greenwood side big time right now.
Yeah, as they're making a pitching change, it looks like. Bringing the righty in with a 3-0 count.
In the pitch for Greenville.
not a bad change, nothing against the young man. He just didn't seem to be very comfortable in the moment, and that had to be a tough situation to put him in. And they're probably going with a more experienced pitcher now.
Yeah.
It'll be the third pitcher of the night for the Red Raiders. The second this inning. Remember, Rabe got us to within 1 out. He went 6 2/3 before they went to their bullpen, but he was at 110 pitches.
I don't know what they normally pitch him. I haven't even looked, but, you know, in today's games, you're running over 100 pitches. There's a reason why you're running over 100 pitches with a high school pitcher, and we did all we could do with him, but he may come out earlier had the lefties not been coming up and not really getting any momentum off of him tonight. But
well, Kane went, didn't get an out. He gave up 1 hit. Of course, the big single to left field by Luke Godwin that scored 2. One of them belonged to him. And 2 base on balls, no strikeouts. He threw 16 pitches, only 6 strikes. So coach has seen enough, and he's turned it over. We'll get this new pitcher for you. Looks like Lawrence is his last name. So Lawrence will inherit a 3-0 count to Evan Avery in a tie ball game. Greenwood has runners at first and second, and Jaden Adams will be your on deck batter for the Eagles. And Jaden already has 1 hit tonight. So Lawrence comes set. 3-0 pitch to Evan Avery. Fastball downstairs, ball 4. So the bases are loaded. For the Eagles, Jaden's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. He does have 1 strikeout tonight. That was against Taylor Rabe. Bases full of Eagles, tie ball game. First pitch.
oh, what a block!
Curveball that was nicely blocked by the catcher. That could have saved the game for him.
Absolutely. You got Will Bice over there at third.
Bice is your pinch runner. He came on
Ball on the field and left field.
for Luke Godwin, who I bet you Luke's coming in to pitch here.
I believe Baker did mention that on when Godwin got a pinch runner a minute ago, that to go get warm.
Here's the 1-0 pitch to Jaden. Ball hit to the shortstop, and he flips over to the second baseman for the easy 6-4 putout. But the Eagles do strike for 3 with a little bit of help by the Red Raiders. And we play 6.5. We go to the bottom of the 7th, all tied up here at Greenville High School. Well, boys, this game just got a lot more interesting, and 20 minutes ago we didn't think we'd still be on air, but we are. It's 5-5, and the Eagles said to heck with it, man. We got Luke Godwin. We're trying to win game 1 in this all-important series.
Thrown his game 3 and game 2 starters here tonight, but Jaden Adams has come up to play second base, and Christopher Smith going out to center field with Luke Godwin on the mound. I guess when he took Ryan out of the game for a pinch hitter, this is the situation we got into.
Yeah, we really kind of rolled the dice and was trying to.
Well, it got you
Take
a
the lead
5-5 game. You
Right.
know, a couple of moves got you a 5-5 game. So
Yeah, when Smith come in to hit for Ryan, it put him in the field, and then when we made it back to the bottom, being able to tie the game, somebody had to play second. So it's either Jaden or Boogie. So
Yeah.
they probably feel more comfortable letting Jaden do it.
yeah, Boogie's a good outfielder too.
All right, so defensively, the Eagles are Godwin on the bump, Tiller behind the plate. You got Steele at first, Adams at second, Murray at short, Patrick Wood over there at third. Then you got Reed Guy in left, Christopher Smith in center, and TJ Aiken in right. And the first pitch missed badly. This one is upstairs, so
Tell you that right there was close.
Wow.
the Raiders are Shepard will lead it off. They're at 6, 7, and 8. Although Shepard had a really good at bat, he's the one that doubled in that little crevice over the left field wall.
Shepard's had a really good game at the plate and in the field.
He's 1 for 2. This one's fouled back, so good job, Luke, battling back after falling down 2-0. Now it's a 2-2 count.
Luke had to settle into the carrying high motion through that batting sequence.
Really, really quick back to work for Godwin right there. Kinda
Yeah,
needs
he's almost working too fast. I'd like
Yeah.
to see him take a deep breath and just kind of collect himself.
need a defensive
count.
play right here.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout. Shepard's frustrated there.
What a pitch, man. You couldn't have put that ball in a better spot to get a swing and a miss.
Elevated a fastball. Bring up pinch hitter Wilson for Wallace. Wallace was 1 for 3, but this is a pinch hitter. This one's fouled up and out of play.
After that big hit by Godwin, I'm thinking Baker using that momentum on the mound right here is a good pull of the string because Godwin is showing a lot of moxie. And there goes the base hit to
Wilson
center right.
hits one in that center field gap. Can we get it in? We do. Good job by Christopher Smith cutting that ball off. That ball looked like trouble. That keeps that runner at first with 1 out.
A lot of crowd support down the line out there in the outfield too by the students tonight from Greenville.
Yeah, it's going to heartbreak when we roll this double play across the middle and go in here and score and win them.
Dawsey, the catcher, who's 0 for 3, steps in.
Oh,
Wow,
Let's
quick
be
move.
careful.
Yeah, somebody needs to. I would love to see a visit out there
he's amped.
just to calm him down. He is really, really amped. Runner on the move, curveball, throw
it, got
down
him.
is
Oh.
not in time. That's why that young man was probably pinch hitting.
Throw just wide of the bag there. Great throw, and he's out.
So a runner in scoring position.
Good call by the coach for Greenville there. Run on that off-speed count pitch.
Yeah, I like it.
Right after Godwin goes with the pickoff, he steals. I mean, it was just a great call by his coach. He knows what he's doing.
DuBrant, the shortstop, is on deck. 1 out, runner 180 feet away. Here's the pitch. Curveball swung and missed. Good pitch from Luke. Evens the count at 1-1.
I'd like to see something in the dirt right here again. Just be ready to throw himself out at third base.
Godwin, another curveball hit the left field. Could be trouble. Guy
Foul ball.
looks at him.
Foul ball.
Foul.
Man, that missed by about 2.5 feet.
That one stayed fair for a long time and kept hooking foul.
Long strike for strike 2.
I thought it was over off the bat.
I did too.
I'm gonna be
That was
honest
a
with you.
curveball.
Just
He was
kept
out in front
pushing
of
and
him so
pushing
bad.
toward the line.
Brought some life to this Greenville crowd. Luke kind of hanging that curveball. He's going to it a little too much. Let's go fastball here.
Good pitch.
There it is.
Yeah.
Fastball, call strike 3, crossed him up. Big second out, and they'll bring up DeBront.
I don't believe
Great
he was
pitch right
expecting
there by
that.
Godwin.
Two
The
strikeouts on the fastball.
Jose
Another big.
Man, if you join us on YouTube, you have picked a great game.
Great pitch by Godwin, just frozen. Big sweeping curveball right in the heart.
0-1 count to DeBront. Fastball in there, strike 2.
Mixing it up, got him confused.
Do not give him
Settled in
anything.
a
He's
little bit.
hacking away right here. We don't need a 2-out hit right here.
0-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, tie ball game, and Godwin steps off. Luke didn't like what he saw out there at second. Here's the 0-2, runner on the move, the throw down, don't throw it away, and he is in there safely.
Good job right there by Pat Wood.
Tiller looked back like he wanted interference from the batter. 1-2 count. Now you got to be real careful here. Got to ride that fastball now, don't you? Here's the next pitch. Curveball misses outside. 2-2 count.
Not a bad pitch with a 1-2 count. Something that trying to get a swing and a miss.
Winning runs 90 feet away. There's 2 outs. We play in the bottom of the 7th in a tie ball game. Here's the
3.
pitch.
Good pitch right
strike
there by
3, whip to the fastball. I told
3
you it's the
fastball
fastballs
strikeouts.
we needed. And the Greenwood Eagles get out of it, and we have free baseball tonight from Greenville High School. We go to the 8th, all tied up at 5.
Welcome back, Greenville.
Pretty good game, TJ.
Jim had to step out to the bathroom for a second, but man, what a 7th inning there, JR. So a lot of action. Bases loaded on our half, runner in scoring position on their half to win the ball game.
Just a huge error they had at second base. It gets Boogie on, and we get a couple walks, and all of a sudden we're in business. We tie the game, and here we are in the top of the 8th trying to peck away and get another one.
Foul ball for strike 1 is, man, what You kept calling it, JR, all game. It wasn't over, and
I just felt like we were on that first pitcher, whether we had some bad luck and we had that big error, you know, when it was costly, we kept staying around and we were on him, hitting him hard. I felt good about it the whole game.
yeah. As Boogie takes a ball here.
1-1 count. Boogie got it started in the top of the 7th.
Man, what an inning you have if Boogie's back up to bat.
Yep.
Lead off 2 innings in a row.
Greenwood fans showing life as Smith fouls this one behind us.
Neither team wants to give up. Both teams are trying to fight, knowing how much this game means.
I'm going to say that Greenwood is in the driver's seat now. We've got the momentum. You can hear it in the dugout. They're throwing these lollipop fastballs. We're liable to get on and score a couple here.
It's the 1-2 pitch, curveball. I think that's a good point. I think right now we have the momentum, but the longer this game goes, I think the lack of pitching depth is going to be it's going to hurt Greenwood more than it's going to hit. I think they're deeper, and we need to win it here. We don't need it to. We need Luke. We need to go get some runs here. Let Luke do his thing and get out of here.
Ball 3. Dugout's got a lot of life over there. They really feel it.
They feel it right now. Elijah, I ran into him. And
huge pitch in the game right here. Full count. Top of the 8th, 5-5. Looking for a runner.
Ball 4. There
Boogie
it goes.
gets it started.
Christopher Smith finds a way again.
Now this is where Greenwood needs to execute and do their job.
We may see a new pitcher already as coach makes his way out. Got somebody warming up. I'm not sure if he's ready.
I feel like he's going to pull in somebody for some quality right here. I mean, he can't really waste another couple outs on some young arms trying to save face. He's going to have to put some quality in here now.
Yeah. Big, huge win for Greenwood if we come away with the victory here and puts both teams with one loss in the region if Greenwood can pull it out. And Greenwood knows, as Coach Baker's put in his game 3 starter for an inning, his closer for an inning, and his game 2 starter for an inning so far.
So the 4th pitcher of the evening for the Red Raiders. Did you ever think we would get to the 4th pitcher?
I didn't.
Rave got us to 6 2/3, and it's been kind of carousel pitcher since. This is Young, the new pitcher. He's another righty.
I don't think Greenville expected any less. They expected a good game out of Greenwood. These two teams have been projected for a while to be the series of the region here. But, man, I love it. I mean, we're looking for a win. We're hoping for a win. But, you know, to let yourself know that no matter who's on that mound, you know, we keep fighting till we don't have any more outs left.
And let's peek ahead. Greenwood, after the Smith walk, they are back to the top of their lineup, but Greenville will be at the top of their lineup as well as we go to the bottom of the 8th. But let's see if Greenwood can tack on a few runs just to kind of catch you up to speed in case you just joined us. Greenwood got down 3-0 early. Greenville put up 3 runs in the first. Greenwood made it 3-1 in the second. Then Greenville stretched it out to a 5-1 lead. Greenwood did get one in the 5th to make it 5-2 and just kind of hung around. Greenville left a ton of runners on base. And we made mention of that fact as we were getting through those 4th, 5th, 6th innings where Greenville just couldn't stretch it out. And before you know it, Greenwood puts up a 3 spot in the 7th. And that's where we are at the moment.
Whole game comes down to the last out of the game, and we pinch hit and let a JV guy come in, and he gets on base, and we got a 5-5 game.
Matt Murray steps in. He's 2 for 3 tonight.
And you got 2 guys behind Matt Murray that are so anxious and ready to pound on something at the plate.
First pitch from Young. He throws that big, looks like a 12-6 curveball and misses ball one. And you're right. You're talking about Landon and TJ had a tough time against Rave.
Murray probably looking at a good pitch right here.
A lot of room down that left field line. This one's curveball, stays upstairs. If Matt could pull one down that left field line, you have an easy double. Christopher Smith takes his lead off first in a tie ball game. 2-0 count to Matt Murray. Young delivers his next pitch outside, so a 3-0 count. And if we get a walk here, this is where Landon's really got to put down a bunt.
Take signal right there from Coach Bake. So
yeah, he'll take one for sure. 3-0 is in there for strike one.
Given the take sign, we allow him to throw that fastball down in there.
You're still looking for one pitch here, aren't you?
Absolutely.
yeah, if you're not seeing one pitch, you're letting it go right here, putting the pressure big time on this defense.
3-1 as
Good
well
job by Murray.
outside. Good job by Matt Murray, drawing his second walk of the evening, the 8th of the night, issued by Red Raider pitchers. And this is where you really got to get this bunt down here, don't you?
Yeah, I'm looking for a bunt right here on the right side and just get down the line, land a steal, hope for an error, and let's score from second.
These two guys have a chance to come through. Landon's 0 for 3 tonight with an RBI and a walk. TJ's 0 for 4, so let's see if we can do some damage here.
Come on, Landon.
Young delivers.
Get out,
pops
get out.
it up. Catcher makes the play, and again, just can't get that bunt down.
Big out there.
Man, just
all
poor
year.
execution by Landon that time. Just hate to see it. Really struggling with the bunt.
That was a high off-speed pitch.
Yep.
He just didn't get the bat above the baseball. But
You know, I'm seeing the coaches over there conversating. I'm not sure if that wasn't a high, deliberate pitch getting Landon trying to get up under it. If it was a good call right there.
Now this guy's due. Let's see. I've got a good feeling about TJ here. First pitch to him is upstairs.
I was just thinking to myself, the coach from the stands, do we take that first pitch with Landon because he's been throwing so many off speed, or do you go after it and try and hurry?
Well, I mean, if you're the other coach and you know he's going to bunt, what's the one thing you want to do is pop it up. So get the ball elevated. And if that's what they called,
hindsight, man. We talk about it all day long as a couch quarterback, but
gotta get out of bed and get to work.
Yeah.
we need 5 to do damage right here.
I'm just gonna be honest.
He is due, like Jim says, and 2-0 count. Got to come to him.
Runners take their lead.
Missed
TJ
it. That was
slaps
it.
this one.
Please don't hit
foul.
my truck. Wow,
Man, that was close.
That was close.
So
2-1 count here.
2-1 count. Elijah Tiller on deck. Only one out. Runners at first and second.
Hit it hard, 5.
Here's the pitch.
There it
Hard
is.
in the hole to right field, making us way around third to Smith. We're going to have a play at the plate.
He holds him up.
Good job. They held him up.
Finally, good job by TJ.
I think he would have been out.
Yeah, it would have been a
Great hold by Baker right there. There's no need to make the second out with Elijah coming to the plate and making a force open, giving an open bag. It's a dangerous situation right here for Greenville with one out.
Jim, you were right. We got to put up some runs right here with the bats.
Yeah,
we got
you
up
got
with
to.
them coming up to the top of the order.
Got Elijah Tiller, and he
You can't pitch around him right now.
can't
but
pitch around him. He's hitting the one double play tonight. Don't want one now. Young to the plate. Curveball outside. Should get something good to hit this time, though. They are pinching in the middle a little bit.
Pitcher's doing just enough. not throwing many strikes, but he's doing
He better be
just
very
enough.
careful right here.
Young to the plate. This one's hit hard. There it is. Right at
He
the
boots
shortstop. He bobbles it. Everybody's safe. That was a tailor-made double play.
They had a tailor-made double play hit right at the same spot as the last inning. Ground ball right to shortstop. He bobbles it, and everybody is safe.
Man,
Eagles take the lead.
Wow, an E6. Very similar to the double play ball he hit earlier in the game. But all heads are safe. Luke Godwin steps in. Greenwood leads for the first time tonight, 6-5. I don't feel like one run's enough here, as Luke, who tied it up his last at bat, he's got 3 hits tonight. He's 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs.
A little nervous energy here, changing baseballs.
2 ground balls by the pitcher. 1 goes into the.
I mean, I'm echoing the decision there by the coach for Greenville. I mean, how do you take your ace out with 1 out to go, and then potentially give up the game?
Pitch count in high school.
I think he hit his pitch count, didn't he?
Yeah,
I think
probably.
he got there yet.
Young's pitch to Godwin's upstairs, but despite all that, you had a tailor-made double play right there. You execute, you get out of the inning.
And
Definitely, he got the ground ball from
hit
Boogie.
hard enough.
They got the ground ball from Boogie to put the game away and made the error.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, upstairs, ball 2 to Luke Godwin.
Greenwood has capitalized on some walks and errors, and Luke with the big hit last time. Let's see if he can't do it again.
Luke is hyper excited right now. You can tell it all over his body language. He is ready.
Runners take their leads. Fastball in there for a strike. You got Patrick Wood on deck. Greenwood, been a benefactor of 2 late errors by the Red Raider defense. 2-1 count, 1 away.
Oh, that is hammered.
Long bomb hit out the left
Look
field.
it up. This
It's
ball
off the
is
wall. That'll get another run home.
Oh,
we got poor base
Oh, my
running.
goodness.
Safe.
Safe. Yeah.
Wow, what a play.
Luke Godwin with the deep drive to left center field. Scores 1, and then on the relay, Travis Aiken, or TJ Aiken, finds an opportunity to swipe home. And Luke Godwin picks up his 4th hit of the night. How big has he been? And the Eagles take a 3-run lead late in this ball game.
Yeah, we're going to have to get some more runs home here.
I was letting y'all have it, man. All 3 of us was about to be talking over ourselves. So I was like, y'all have it.
You know.
Y'all get excited, man.
No, man. When that happens, look, when that happens, I don't hear it's just like focus.
Well, I noticed it watching it the other night. I was like, if it happens, just sometimes less is best. So Greenwood leads 8-5. Pat Wood is up. He watches a curveball. Ball 1.
Hey, man, I love it.
Oh, y'all are doing great. I was just watching it.
I've coached that kid since he was about 7 years old, man. I get excited when these boys do good
That's
things.
right. That's what makes it so special.
You can just read the body language all over Godwin right there. He was wanting that pitcher to throw that pitch. Just get it to me, get it to me. He was ready. He was just sitting in there ready to kill it.
Patrick Wood could stretch this thing out. Greenwood has struck late. 6 runs. This one's hit out toward left center. The center fielder will camp underneath it. He will collect it. Erickson's trying to tag. The relay to third will be not in time. The ball gets away from the backup.
Runner moves up to second.
The pitcher was backing up third base. That did allow.
Great tag right there by Benedict Erickson.
Who is that on second? Erickson?
No, that's Braden Scott.
Braden Scott, who ran for Luke Godwin.
Erickson's on third now, but brings up Evan Avery, another big. A hit here is you feel much safer.
So runners at second and third bring up Evan Avery. Takes a curveball, call strike.
Wow, that looked to be a little off the plate.
That was well off the plate. Got Erickson pinch running for Tiller. Got Scott pinch running for Luke Godwin. The Eagles have struck for 3 in the top of the 8. This one jammed him, and first baseman will come in and make the catch. How do you think that young man feels? Taylor Rabe, who gave him 6 2/3, and now his team's going to need 3 to keep this ball game going. We go to the bottom of the 8 with the Greenwood Eagles leading the Greenville Red Raiders by a score of 8-5. Back here at Greenville High School, you have missed a heck of a ball game. Greenwood was down on the mat for a 2.5 count. And they got up. They were trailing 5-2 in the top of the 7th. They strike for 3 to extend this game. They add 3 more in the top of the 8. Now the Greenwood Eagles are 3 outs away from being a thief in the night and coming up here in Greenville and still in game 1. But Luke Godwin will have to navigate 1, 2, and 3 in the Red Raider lineup.
Like a little thief in the night. I like it. You know, Jim, this kind of games make you proud to be an Eagle. I mean, we already knew how good we were coming in, and for us to come up here and get through that D1 and show a little moxie late and not quit, not see our guys not quit. That's big for me.
Yeah, a lot of effort by a lot of guys tonight.
1-1 count. It's not over, guys. They have the top of their lineup up. 1-1 count. This curveball is lifted out toward right. TJ Aiken coming in, makes the catch. That's a big first out here in the bottom of the 8. And they'll bring up Renfro, who's 1 for 4. He slapped a double off the left field fence. But hadn't done anything since. See if we can keep him at bay. He's a good ball player.
Yeah, these boys aren't going to give up, just like Greenwood didn't. 2 outs to play with here.
1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. We got to talk quickly, man. Godwin is
very comfortable by Godwin.
Reminds you of the softball game we called, Jim. As them girls get in the box.
Gotta go. That's exactly right.
Well,
we had no time to talk.
Luke is tearing the cover off the ball tonight. He's pitching with a bunch of confidence, and then come in and got us the lead. It's going to be hard to hit him in this last inning.
2-2 count as he misses with the curveball.
Kind of have to let him settle his own emotions.
Nice fastball, got in on the hands. Good job that time, Renfro, of fighting that one off.
Got a couple of strikeouts last inning on that pitch. Didn't quite get it up out of the strike zone. Renfro done a really good job of touching it.
Here's the 2-2. Curveball hit out towards center. Could be playable. Coming in and not quite getting there is Christopher Smith. That was a tough play as that ball was diving sharply. Had to make a couple of defensive position changes. Causes some moves we made in the 7th. So Jaden Adams, the starting center fielder, is now your second baseman. And that's Christopher Smith out there in center. 1 out, 1 on with Barnhart, the 3-hole hitter.
you understand what that you dive, miss that ball rolls 370. So not bad holding him to a single right here, already having one out.
Yeah, they've got to do a lot of damage to get 3 runs. So even if, you know.
Thing you worry about now is just you start driving Luke's pitch count up, and
Yeah.
we're going to need him in this series. This ball sliced foul. So 1-2 count. Eagles need to roll a little 6-4-3 double play. Strikeout, and the throw down is not in time. A big second out. And the Eagles are 1 out away, and they'll have to get through Turpin, the cleanup batter.
Up to bat, number 25, Jackson Turpin.
So, man.
1 out away here.
Crazy game.
These Eagles are gritty, man. They want to win. They dirtbags, you know.
Turpin's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. He watches a curveball upstairs and just glance at Godwin's pitch count here. Next pitch is downstairs.
Go in there, Luke. Good job, Bate. Right there. Good job by Bate going out there settling him in. We don't want to fall behind 3-0 and then miss on a aggravated 3-0 pitch.
Luke's up to 32 pitches.
Here we go, Luke. Win it, Luke.
Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike. He can't hurt you, but if you walk him, the next guy can. This one's fouled up in foul territory. It will leak out of play. And the Greenwood Eagles are 1 strike away from completing this comeback tonight here at Greenville High School.
Good mound visit right there by Baker to settle him down.
Great leadership mound visit right there. Good job there.
2-2 count. Runner takes his lead. Fastball is upstairs, so we'll have a payoff pitch. Don't want to walk him. That's the time run on deck.
Big bat, too.
Yeah, he's a big bat. That D1 sitting there looking at that.
Here it is. Runner on the move.
Got it!
And miss.
Wow.
And the Eagles' comeback is complete. Greenwood comes from 3 down in the 7th to win this ball game up here at Greenville High School. We'll take a quick break, bring it back to you in just a moment.
Jim.
I'm here, man.
How about that?
That was crazy, man.
Man, I hope people stuck around and watched that.
Hope you stuck around as the Greenwood Eagles had defeated the Greenville Red Raiders. And this crowd's not very happy, but the Greenwood Eagles very excited over there. And I just watched my son do 3 backflips in a row.
Man, I saw some emotion out of TJ Aiken. I'm not sure what he was hearing out of this crowd, but when he crossed home plate a while ago, you can just feel, I told you earlier, it just felt playoff-ish, man. It was an intense vibe here.
Man, Greenwood snagged victory out of the jaws of defeat here tonight, and man, what a collective effort from the entire team. And there were some great individual efforts as well. And we got to start with Luke Godwin, who is going to be our player of the game. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Luke went 4 for 5. Came up with the big hit, and then came in and slammed the door on the Red Raiders there at the end.
Man, what can you say? That sophomore, big time player.
Man, just breaming with confidence. He had a great game last Thursday night up at Westside, and just kind of continue it into tonight's game. This snapped an 11 game. This snapped an 11 game winning streak for Greenville, and hey man, maybe this is a start to another winning streak for Greenwood. But hey, we got to play these guys tomorrow night. But I think the biggest thing that stood out, Taylor Rabe gets 6 2/3 and can't get that last out due to a pitch count. And man, Greenwood just wreaked havoc on the Red Raider bullpen.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure how long we got. I think they're trying to get us out of here. But,
okay.
we may not get an interview.
We can wrap it up real quick. Let's look at the box score again. Greenwood 8-9-1. Greenville 5-9-2 for the Greenwood Eagles. Matt Murray, who started this game, really played well. I thought he pitched well. He went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, gave up 5 runs, 5 base on balls, which is a little uncharacteristic for him. 7 strikeouts. Andrew Driver came in, pitched a big inning, held them at bay, only gave up 1 hit. Did give up 1 walk. Caden Poore came in and pitched an inning as well. And it really was a collective effort from all the pitchers tonight. And then Luke Godwin came in and gave us those 2 innings at the end, gave up 2 hits.
Oh, I can hear.
But have 5 strikeouts, man. 5 strikeouts. 13 strikeouts for the Eagles on the night. So 6 base on balls, but just an impressive performance. Hitting for the Eagles tonight, it was Matt Murray 2 for 3. Landon Steele was 0 for 4 with 1 RBI. TJ Aiken was 1 for 5. Elijah Tiller was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Luke Godwin 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs. That's why he's standing up here with us. Patrick Wood was 0 for 4 tonight. John Aiden Helms 0 for 2. Evan Avery 0 for 1. Jaden Adams 1 for 3 with an RBI. Ryan Stone 0 for 2, and Christopher Smith 0 for 1, but got on base and put the ball in play and had a big walk there in the 8th. We got our man with this bling on, man. Luke, seen you play a lot of baseball, man. You really stepped up to the plate tonight, carried your ball team.
Yes, sir. I mean, we all work hard every day. I was just a guy tonight.
You were the guy tonight. You stepped up in a huge moment there in the top of the 7th where we needed a hit to extend the ball game. Talk about that at-bat with us.
Well, they walked Elijah before me, and I was kind of mad because, come on, man. I mean, I worked at the 3-2. I missed a fastball, but I knew he was more nervous than I was, so I wasn't going to get out.
Yeah, great confidence up there at the plate. You're right. They did walk Elijah to get to you, and you know that you can't really blame them. I know you take that personally, but you went out there and made them pay for it. Took a 3-2 pitch. They had nowhere to put you, and you delivered big time for the Eagles.
Yes, sir.
And then you went out there and shut the door on the Red Raiders. Talk about your performance on the mound tonight.
When I get on the mound, you know, I have faith in all 7 guys behind me. I know Elijah's going to work in front of me.
That was a proud aunt who just walked by. But, man, Luke, congratulations, man. You were outstanding tonight. You are our player of the game. And go enjoy this with your teammates.
Thank you.
All right, TJ, that's going to do it from the ballpark tonight. Greenwood victorious. I've seen a lot of Greenwood baseball. I don't think I've ever seen a game like that. While we get Coach Baker, just the Taylor Rabe went 6 2/3. We got Coach Baker here. We'll get him hooked up here. You ready to go, Coach?
I'm ready whenever you are. Can
All
you
right,
see me?
Coach, hey, man, I'm not going to steal too much of your time. We're emotionally spent up here as well. I know you are. First of all, man, just a great comeback win for your ball club.
Man, that's a good baseball team over there. We knew they were. Coach Galinsky does a good job. That black G right there with them, it's black there. I think it's white on their hats, but that signifies baseball. So that's a big win for us. Some good kids over there that played well, but really proud of our guys for fighting, staying through it. We got in the huddle there in that 7th inning, and I told them, I said, regardless of what happens, this is who we are. This is how we fight. This is what we do, and we stayed in the game and came out on top.
Rabe, their starting pitcher, went 6 2/3. I guess he hit his pitch count at 110, and man, y'all just made quick work of their bullpen, and that's important, man. You got a great arm up there, but if you just hang around, and your guys did that. Andrew Jobber came in, Caden Poor came in, and Greenville left some men on base, and you were really able to capitalize on it in the late innings.
Yes, well, I mean, when you got an arm like that, it's kind of like in basketball, you know, he's going to get his shots and he's going to do his thing, but we just got to keep doing what we're doing. So really proud of our guys for staying in the game, and we feel like if we're within 4 with our offense, we've got a chance, and we did.
You say that a lot. I hear you say that, and that's so true, but got to do it again 2 more times in the next 2 nights, but go enjoy it with your teammates, man, or your team. They are your teammates.
Yeah.
And, man, what a great win, and man, let's get a big crowd out tomorrow night at Eagle Park.
Heck yeah, man. If you follow me on Facebook, you see me every night. I put give me those guys every day, and give me those guys in that dugout every day. Every single person that had on a jersey tonight had a part in that win. Everybody got in the game in some way, shape, or form. So the boys from Greenwood battled. I'm proud of them, and hopefully you'll come see us tomorrow.
All right, Coach, well said, and congratulations once again. We're proud of you, and we're proud of the team, and they represent the G in the right way. And TJ, we're going to wrap it up, man. They're ready to get rid of us, but, man, what an exciting baseball game
here.
Yeah,
we appreciate Greenville giving us the power. We're going to get on out of here, but, man, what a win. What a great coaching moves by Coach Baker tonight. He pulled some strings in the right spot. But
pulled all the right moves.
Two more times, Jim.
Yeah, two more times, man. Come out to Eagle Park tomorrow night, 6:30. You should see another great ball game. But that's going to do it from Greenville High School tonight. Once again, Eagles come back with a big 8-5 win over Greenville, and they are now tied for first in the region. We'll do it again tomorrow night, 6:30 at Eagle Park.